lawyers speak to me. And then you had mentioned earlier, anybody could have had Skubal
That's
for
true.
what?
Yes, Dan.
Fundamentally and objectively, yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
But no team whose lifeblood, such as the Brewers, are going to trade for him when that's their only chance is developing their own guys.
I don't know, Dan.
To be competitive.
Dan, I appreciate your call and your passion clearly on all this, but the Brewers did it with CC Sabathia years ago. Same thing, left-handed, Cy Young. Let's get him for a few weeks and see what happens. Why couldn't they do that again?
The Padres did it with Juan Soto a few years ago.
I mean, it happens all the time. Rentals happen all the time in Major League Baseball. It's just who wanted them for $9 million and 3 prospects. Again, I don't know the apples to apples on someone's prospects compared to the ones that the Tigers accepted here. And I don't know the apples to apples to what everyone else offered in terms of paying off every penny of Skubal's contract for the Tigers, because clearly they didn't want to pay him anymore. So that's the issue. In the same way that we're saying the Dodgers are destroying baseball by getting Tarek Skubal, they haven't paid him $400 million yet. We're just assuming that's coming. But at this point in time, they did what anybody else had the right to do. If they wanted to give up 3 prospects of this caliber and pay $9 million, which is chump change in this day and age. And if the Yankees had a chance to do it and didn't do it for other people, then they're going to hear about it from their fans. I mean, Skubal is the fact that he went to the Dodgers is no skin off a Yankee fan's nose when they already have Cole and Schlittler and Fried and Rodon. You don't need to add another $400 million player to a lineup like a staff like that. As a matter of fact, if the Yankees can get any of their hitting back and they have a pitching staff like that, they can go to battle against the Dodgers, and good luck. Good luck. They can do that. But they need more help in the bullpen and hitting. And the issue is they've got a team that is the hottest team in baseball for over a month. It happens to be their diehard rival that just went ahead and grabbed a 3-time All-Star switch-hitting catcher in Adley Rutschman.
Yeah, that deal is official now.
Done. So the Red Sox have now done that. And as of this conversation, the Yankees have added Luis Garcia Jr., who is a terrific hitter from the Washington Nationals for 4 prospects.
Leads the NL in slugging.
3 prospects, and Jake Bird, who the Yankees got in last year's trade deadline and hardly did anything of significance, with all due respect.
Yeah, Garcia's been awesome this year.
He's been great. The only problem is he is a left-handed slugger who, yes, plays second, but you already have a left-handed slugger who plays second in Jazz Chisholm. You already have a left-hander who is playing first base in Ben Rice. And when, heaven forbid, Stanton gets healthy again, where does Rice play? They already said he's not going to catch. And Rice is going to have to play. I mean, the roster does not appear to be in the proper shape to go on a run. So we'll see what Brian Cashman does in the next hour to have a conversation about what they'll do.
Yeah, there's a lot of moves popping right now. The Dodgers just traded for Chris Bubik from the Royals. The Padres traded for Robbie Ray from the Giants.
That's a significant. He's a former Cy Young.
Yeah, you mentioned Adley to Boston is a done deal, and Reed Detmers to the Cubs,
who also added Gaussman. A bunch of teams are loading up.
Yeah,
we'll see what the Yankees do in the next hour.
Yeah, 3 hours left.
Must be nice.
But right now, again, Dodgers destroying baseball. Maybe in the long run, if owners blow up the sport because they can't figure out how to get their own house in order before turning to the players, as opposed to saying, we can't figure our own house, so you figure it out for us. We'll lock you out in the meantime. Dodgers did what anybody else could do. $9 million, 3 prospects. They were the only ones who had the chance and the cojones and the ability to do it. You have to figure out what everyone else is doing. We'll talk about it with Jeff Passan on tomorrow's program. The Golics will be here, senior and junior, as they are now preceding this show on the ESPN Radio Network. And then there'll be you as well. Let's chat again on Tuesday. Ladidi is going to join us too.
That's the ease at which you get information. You want it, you get it. Like that. Ask your phone. Group chat. Smartphone. You're always connected and informed in real time. No waiting. So if you're diabetic and still using finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? Knowing your blood sugar levels instantly is important for managing diabetes. Call US Med at 888-665-0696. To learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose, US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0696 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0696 today. That's 888-665-0696 and manage your diabetes as easy as...
It's time to shack things up at Burrito Shack. Whether you're craving bold burritos, tasty tacos, or crispy nachos, they got the flavor you're looking for. Made from scratch, chef-inspired, fresh Mex cuisine, served up with a side of laid-back beach vibes. Fast, fresh, and totally delicious, Burrito Shack is where flavor meets the coast. Located in the Lowe's Food Shopping Center in Winterville. Quick, crafted, coastal. Burrito Shack. Capital Subaru of Greenville is transforming your everyday commute into something a little more extraordinary, and there's never been a better time to drive one home. From the adventure-ready Outback to the sleek and efficient Forester, they got the perfect ride for you. In addition to their great selection of new and used car inventories, the Subaru Service Center is commanded by a team of experts, handpicked for their knowledge, passion, and promise to treat every car as if it's their own. Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive or online at capitalsubaruofgreenville.com.
For pest control that packs a punch, BAM! Call on the experts at BAM Pest Control. Attention Greenville, BAM Pest Control is here to protect what matters most, whether it's your business, your home, or your peace of mind. They don't just eliminate pests, they knock them out. BAM Pest Control is #1 in insect control, rodent control, and yard services like fire ants and mosquitoes. BAM! You're insect-free, safe, and comfortable. Call the experts at BAM Pest Control on Hooker Road in Greenville, 252-751-3160. BAM!
Looking for the perfect bottle of wine or something a little more unique? Discover Simply Divine Oil and Wine in Arlington Village. With a huge selection of hand-picked wines and gourmet olive oils, there's something for every taste. Not sure what to choose? Kimberly and her expert team are always ready to guide you, answer your questions, and help you find your new favorite. Join the fun with wine tastings twice a month or test your knowledge at trivia every Thursday. Follow Simply Divine Oil and Wine on Facebook and Instagram to stay in the know. Simply Divine Oil and Wine. Elevate your pour.
Pepper, oh no, they didn't! Papa John's just took their signature pepperoni and hand-stuffed it inside that garlic-kissed crust. Oh, now that's an epic pepperoni stuffed crust pizza like no mouth has ever seen.
The Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza is back for only $14.99. The Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza made from original fresh dough, hand stuffed with cheese and signature pepperoni, and baked into a garlicky seasoned crust. Order at papajohns.com. Go Pirates!
Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on four wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with E-Z-Go, Club Car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School, or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates. Arr!
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed.
I gotta give Avery credit, man. Slid into the DMs of Jeremiah Melvin. And hopefully that comes to fruition. Was that an example of your Riz? when you're reaching out to females, do you type 8 paragraphs and not even split it into paragraphs?
Hit me up with some fun facts, my man.
You got to at least separate into paragraphs next time. Okay. Other than that, I appreciate it, man. You're going all out for Pirate Radio and for the listeners.
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, exclusively on Pirate Radio, Pirate Radio TV on YouTube, and on the Pirate Radio app. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 at 104.1 FM Washington. Be quiet, please. Thank you. Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Big hell yeah right there. How about that?
I want the post, baby! Hakeem Richmond hits the shot! What a shot! Unbelievable! What a shot, Jeffy!
Oh my God.
Oh my God! My God!
Yeah, we don't have any turds.
You don't win with turds.
I didn't know other way to put it. It kind of looks like a turd in a punch bowl.
Talk soft. There's local politics, bud.
Wait for the shot of the ball, now good! And you can take this one to the ball! They score McCall at Williams Arena, Minji's Coliseum!
Who is it cool for?
First down to 10. Johnson. Jefferson is there! Watch out! He's got getting away from the top speed! Touchdown!
Here is that.
Live from the First Flight Credit Union Studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here in the First Flight Credit Union Studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio, 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930, online, PR927FM.com. You can find us on the Pirate Radio app powered by Carolina Caliber, and we are on YouTube for the next 3 hours. Pirate Radio TV. Like, subscribe, because August is here and we are in football mode. We'll have a ton of content coming your way regarding ECU football throughout the month of August, September, October, November, and on into December, and maybe even January. Who knows? But, man, fired up for football season, and we'll talk a lot of football on today's show with a couple of area high school coaches. Former ECU wide receiver, now the head football coach at J.H. Rose, Will Bland, will join us to give us a preview of Rampants football 2026. And also Nate Connor from D.H. Conley joins us coming up on the show later on to talk Vikings football, as the high school boys are out on the practice fields getting ready to get it going. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk a little high school, college, NFL, and more with BB, Brian Bailey, who will join us on the program coming up at 4 o'clock. The Big B, looking forward to him joining us to talk football in hour number 2. We got Jared Watkins on the controls, the Jackman, handling video production today. Wes Hines supervising some behind the curtain news. We have a new board, and we're working through that, and we did sound checks. Everything sounded good, and I believe we're sounding good right now. So kudos to Wes Hines for everything he does to keep us sounding good here on Pirate Radio, and looking forward to maybe getting Wes on the show today as well, get his thoughts on things. I need a baseball guy here, and Jarrett Jackson Norwest is a baseball guy, so I'll save a lot of the Dodgers discussion and the Gavin Williams bench clearing discussion for Tuesday with Mully, but we will certainly talk about Gavin on today's show, because he is the hottest pitcher in baseball and is on a streak that I saw in the last 5 years. 2 pitchers have done what Gavin Williams has done over the last 10 games, or the last 5 games, and that has been Shohei Ohtani and Gavin Williams, and that is the list. So anytime you're on the list with him, that's pretty good.
We don't have any turds.
That's true. Jared Watkins is here. Hey, Jared.
What's up?
Other than the fact that you wanted the Raiders head coach's voice to be on the show, what was the...
Gavin Williams. We don't have any turds.
Gavin's not a turd, is what you're saying? Yeah. All right, fair enough. Jerry says, hello. We are the PRL chat gang. Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
Can we go ahead and just put all the best players on the Dodgers at this point? I mean, that's Jamie's comment.
No, please. No. Please,
everybody be quiet. I'm not blaming the Dodgers for anything. I mean, let me look up highest payrolls. A lot of teams have high payrolls. Why didn't the Mets go get them? I know why, but it's just funny to say. Let's see. Highest payroll in MLB. I don't blame the Dodgers for trying to go get the best players. Dodgers, Mets, Yankees, Phillies, Blue Jays, all over $300 million. Blue Jays are not having a good year, right? Phillies stunk until the last 2 days. They beat the Orioles, but the Braves are red hot. Speaking of the Orioles, big trade, inter-division trade. All-star Adley Rutschman going to the Red Sox. Wow, okay. A big deal there in Major League Baseball. So those teams I mentioned that have salaries over $300 million, Blue Jays are last in the AL East. The Mets are way last in the NL East. And then you have the Yankees, who are in second place. Phillies are in second place. And then the Dodgers, yes. The Dodgers are 26 games over 500 and are monster favorites to win the World Series. They were before, and now they add Skubal. And, hey, look, good for them. And Jamie says, I don't blame the Dodgers. I blame the system. Hunter says, we're not talking about this. Fine, Hunter. Hunter also says, good evening, cowards.
Good evening, cowards.
Jamie misses Shirley, as do I. I texted her at 10 a.m. and said, where are you? Very strange, with no Shirley Rhodes here. Jerry says, congrats to John Riggins and Darryl Green rejoining the Washington organization. Riggins will do color commentary for preseason games. His number also being retired. Kaz says, good afternoon to you. Man, just this morning, I said to Chan Man, where is the John Gruden American stuff? And Robert said it came out 3 hours ago, and I have not seen it yet. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. John Gruden was at American Football Media Days, as was the Big B, Brian Bailey. Bless you. While we were talking baseball a moment ago. How about Big Gav? Also, Jamie, Jerry, anybody that follows it, was the bench clearing thing really because the Diamondbacks tried to bunt while Gavin had a perfect game? Was that really the reason why? It was the sixth inning. It wasn't the ninth with 2 outs. And even if it was, I don't care. Their job is to get... At that time, it's what, 5-0? There have been bigger comebacks in baseball. Stuff like that makes me hate baseball. Did they really get upset and clear the benches because the guy tried to bunt when a pitcher had a perfect game in the sixth inning? I don't know. I hate that stuff. Gavin was asked about it after the game. Do you have that, Jarrett, where he was asked about the fisticuffs that were going on?
I don't really have any reaction. It is what it is. I don't really care. My job is to get outs, and that's what I'm trying to do.
And get outs, he did 5 2/3. So I believe too, what made it funny was it was pouring rain, and the grounds crew was bringing out the tarp as the managers and teams were going back and forth and going at it. So was he pulled due to the rain delay? He had 89 pitches, 5 2/3, allowing just 1 hit, 1 walk, 10 strikeouts for Gavin Williams, who was on a 10 strikeout streak. That again puts him up there with Ohtani. I think in the last 5 years, he has recorded 90 strikeouts over his last 10 appearances, 5 straight games with 10 or more strikeouts. So that is awesome for Big Gav. And as Jamie said in the chat, maybe was it Jamie? The hottest pitcher in baseball, the best pitcher in baseball right now. He is red hot. Awesome stuff. Cass said, wish the Guardians were better. Outside of Gavin, the pitching is starting to suck. And it seems like they don't give him a lot of run support either. Hunter Kaz, everybody says, yes, that's the reason that they... Is that not ridiculous to anyone else? Are we supposed to let a pitcher have a perfect game? Why is it so taboo to bunt? And again, we'll ask this to Mike Mullis on Tuesday, but man, those unwritten rules really irk me. We have some ECU news.
How about them Pirates, baby?
Jarrett, we did this last year, I believe, in Studio C, where we went down the non-conference games.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the categories. It was something like...
Care, don't care. This, like, I'm jumping on the couch, some crap like that.
Was there 3, though? There was one, like, I'm really excited.
Yeah.
And 2, all right, I'll allow it. And then the last is meaningless. Let's do that, okay? ECU non-conference basketball schedule.
Is this just the opponent where it's like, I'll go ahead and start with the first one. Like, I don't care about USC Upstate, but it's the first game. Like, that's a little exciting.
It's the game, it's the opponent, it's everything.
All right.
And for that reason, I'm in the middle. It's a Division I opponent.
Yeah.
So we need to win it.
Yeah.
November 7th, your second game on the schedule, UNCW. That one is in the...
Yeah, that's the top tier.
Top tier. North Carolina A&T.
I don't care.
Division I opponent. I'm okay with it. In-state opponent.
True.
Got to win it. Delaware State. Now, this is about as close. You know what? I'm going to... Due to the other crap games we have on the schedule, I'm going to put this in the I'll allow it. At least this Division I.
All right.
At least this Division I. Paradise Jam.
Sure.
I like any of those Thanksgiving tournaments, so I'm going to put this in the I'm excited. Let's win one. Let's win it. Yeah. Let's not just go. Let's win it. NC Wesleyan. A waste of time. A waste of everyone's time. Who is that for?
Who is it cool for?
Exactly. And you follow that up with Richmond. Very excited.
Yeah.
That's a name program. It's an old rivalry. Love it. And that game is...
At home, December 1st.
Do we ever play on the road? Holy crap. All these games are at home so far. Radford, I'm going to put it in the I'll allow it.
I'll allow it, yeah.
Coastal, I'm going to put it in the excited.
Yeah.
I like playing them in all sports. So I'll put that there. At App State, I'm excited, Maggle.
I like it, Maggle.
That one is on the road. That is our only true road non-conference game.
Yeah.
We're like Carolina and Duke, baby. You want to play us, you got to come to our house. Them's the rules. Campbell.
Meh.
It's for me, it's an in-between, I'll allow it, and excited. Boy, this tells you how low we have gone that I'm excited about some of these games. I'm going to put that in the I'll allow it. Virginia Lynchburg.
Who is it cool for?
What is the point of that one? Now, Jared, do you like dragons?
No.
I do like the fact that they are the dragons. The VUL Dragons.
I mean, that just looks like something you download on a video game that some guy made.
It looks like more like a werewolf than a dragon. So yeah, guys, I'm assuming they are not Division I.
I've heard of this team because we played somebody last year who was awful, and their only win was against Virginia Lynchburg.
Okay.
This team has come up before on this program.
University of Lynchburg. Is this team? Virginia University of Lynchburg.
Yeah, that's it. The Vols.
I'm trying to find. So one is Division III. University of no, they're not. Instead, it competes as a member. Okay, so they are D1, but they're D1 in the National Christian College Athletic Association, the NCCAA.
Great amount of respect for them.
It sounds so beautiful. I want to give all the glory to God.
What? National Christian?
They are Christian.
I can't believe they would put ECU on the schedule. We are not a Christian school. Onward, Christian soldier. Wow. Okay. I didn't know that was such a thing. The NCCAA. But I do want to hear this real quick.
She's not a Christian.
Thank you.
I thought we were the tougher team.
So yeah, 2 non-Division I opponents is a waste of time, but I like the other stuff. I admit, I love Richmond. I love App State, Coastal, Wilmington. I like Campbell. Destry says I was in Menzies when NC Wesleyan won. Is that one of those? Destry, did we lose to like Lee College one year? By the way, Coach Mack is not on the show. Was that Mack or Ricky Stokes? Today's a good day to bring this up. Sorry, folks. Mac McCarthy, unable to join us. We'll check in with him again next week.
Honky check.
Let's see. Jack. I like how Jack just runs his own radio show through our chat. But I'll bite in just a moment, Jack. Jamie said, no playing Maryland Eastern Shore. Throw the records out when we play them. Jack has a topic. Toughest player to play in the NFL. Bill Romanowski, Richie Incognito. Are you just naming jerks?
Hey, Richie was, come on, man. Richie, good guy.
How do you know?
He turned it around.
Turn what around?
His character.
Hold on, there's more on this list. Ray Lewis. You know, if I just started naming these names, you would wonder what the category
O.J. Simpson, Plaxico Burress,
Ray Caruth,
Mike Vick.
The other names are Brian Dawkins and Trent Williams. What you gonna do? I'm gonna punch you in your face. Do it then. All right. Boy, the Redskins could really use a guy like Trent Williams. Who
I turned it down.
Gave up on, and he's been an All-Pro 42 times since then. Toughest player in the NFL, probably some guy in the 60s that like Ronnie Lott. Didn't Ronnie Lott like cut his finger off or re-break a finger or something?
You just gotta be a sick puppy.
He was a sick puppy. Ronnie Lott comes to mind. London Fletcher, the NFL's Iron Man, one of the toughest.
Derek Carr.
NFL Iron Man. Brett Favre is the all-time leader in starts by an NFL player. How about non-quarterback? Bill Romanowski, 243 consecutive. Jim Marshall is up there. London Fletcher, 215 consecutive starts. Who else is a tough guy? Earl Campbell. He was tough.
Yeah. Phil Villapiano.
Who's that?
Old Raiders linebacker.
Who's the
put OJ in like a sleeper hold and then threw him on his head?
I wish he'd have kept that hold a little longer.
Could Steve Smith be on this list?
Yeah. He was a tough.
He's a deep threat.
That's an understatement. Who's a tough guy in the league right now? Who's a tough guy? Jack says John Riggins. Yeah. Troy Polamalu. Do we have any more tough guys? Is the era of tough guys over?
Yeah, everybody's just soft, man.
Jared is one of those people that says everyone's soft.
I mean, by God.
Are you soft?
I'm not. I don't need to be like a tough guy.
Well, that tells me right there. Then, if you don't need to be, are you though?
I don't know.
Are you all right? What's wrong?
Oh, just a lot going on.
A little more added to the plate.
We really went up against it.
Oh, you mean before the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just got the Nate Connor interview done.
Yeah, J-Bone. Hey, look, the work doesn't start at 3 o'clock, folks.
Should.
All right, let's. Jack says scatterboat. Man, get out of here with that.
He's just crazy.
I am so
crazy is the wrong word. How can we put
stupid?
this? I was thinking something else along those lines, but yeah.
I am so excited for the Giants to fall flat on their faces this year. I cannot wait. I really, really need that to happen.
Can you hear that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm getting adjusted.
You talking about that smooth jazz you're playing in there?
Yeah, I didn't listen to any of these beds because we were, like I said, up against it.
So. All right, we get it, dude. Let's take a break. When we return, Will Bland joins us, J.H. Rose head football coach. That on the way, Pirate Radio Live on a Monday after this.
Hi, this is Parker Morgan, sales manager at Morgan Printers in Greenville. We're a full-service, family-owned printing company specializing in superior full-color printing, serving both the commercial and retail markets all across eastern North Carolina. Whether you need personalized marketing and promotional items, posters, business cards, books, magazines, calendars, or invitations, we want to be your print company of choice. Call me anytime to discuss your project needs at 800-962-1972. That's 800-962-1972, or go to morganprinters.com.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
You want the college experience, the campus, the community, the feeling that your life is about to take shape. At Pitt Community College, you get all of that. PCC graduates move on to a university or launch careers they love with little or no debt. Registration for fall semester is going on now. Classes begin August 14th. Your future, your college. Pitt Community College. Let's get started. Start your future today at pittcc.edu/get started.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you. Humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Ready to save money on your current automobile loan? Right now our road to savings couldn't be faster. At First Flight we're making borrowing easy with our limited time auto refinance promotion. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, Newbern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary to see how one of our experienced lenders can beat your current auto loan rate by 0.5%. All local residents are membership eligible. Terms and conditions do apply. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates!
A quick getaway to paradise is as easy as breezing into 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel. Enjoy coastal Carolina cuisine featuring fresh local seafood or savor their hand-cut steaks. It's the premier dining destination on the Crystal Coast. The waterfront restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and their popular weekend brunch. 34 Degrees North restaurant in Beaufort is open daily. Visit their website, 34degreesnorthrestaurant.com, or call 252-838-7250. 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel.
Capital Subaru of Greenville is transforming your everyday commute into something a little more extraordinary, and there's never been a better time to drive one home. From the adventure-ready Outback to the sleek and efficient Forester, they got the perfect ride for you. In addition to their great selection of new and used car inventories, the Subaru Service Center is commanded by a team of experts, handpicked for their knowledge, passion, and promise to treat every car as if it's their own. Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive, or online at capitalsubaruofgreenville.com.
This is Clip Brock, host of PRL, every weekday at 3, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Looking for a place for lunch? Basil's lunch menu features signature pizzas, pastas, sandwiches, and salads starting at $11. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Cliff.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live here on a Monday. Got a giveaway coming up in hour number 3. We'll have a Dank Monday. We'll have a Dank Monday every Monday this month and give you a Dank Burrito gift card to a lucky caller. Hungry? Get your fix at Dank Burrito in Greenville. Dank Burrito, where every bite is downright dank. Stop in today off Greenville Boulevard. We'll give you a gift card coming up in hour number 3 of today's show. Also in hour number 3, we will talk to the head football coach of the D.H. Conley Vikings.
I forgot my mic was on.
We'll talk to the head football coach of the D.H. Conley Vikings, Nate Connor. And right now, we'll talk to their rival head coach, Will Bland, former ECU wide receiver, and now the head coach of the J.H. Rose Rampants. Here's my chat with Will Bland. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, head football coach of your J.H. Rose Rampants, Will Bland, joining us, former Pirate wide receiver, and as Will said, that was a long time ago. That wasn't that long ago, Will.
Oh, it was a long time ago. Good Lord.
Well, that stinks because I was a student calling games for the student station at the very top of the old press box.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
When Will Bland was playing. And but man, great days on the field, and now great days as a head coach. Will, let's get to know your team this year. First of all, I always like to ask you coaches how the numbers are looking for football in the East. Did y'all have a lot come out this year?
Yeah, and I looked at them yesterday. We got about 60 JV kids and about 55 varsity guys, so our numbers are pretty good again this year. That's a blessed thing to have because a lot of schools don't have that fortune to have that many kids come out there and try to play football for their school, and we've been blessed for the last couple of years having over 100 every year.
That's awesome. And man, that JV is important, right? To build them up and get them ready for varsity.
Exactly. I mean, and our JV program does a great job. I think they won conference 2 years in a row now. In that 2-year span, they only lost 2 games. So that group of kids is up on varsity, and I think we'll expect some real good things from them.
Man, I missed you guys Friday, one of my favorite events with the lunch at Parker's, but I missed that. But saw you guys were picked second by it's a coaches poll, correct?
Coach,
so, I mean, do you think about that at all? I guess if you were picked last, you'd probably tell your team, hey, this is what they think of us. But if you're picked second, do you bring it up at all?
Well, I told the guys at the practice on Friday that, hey, we've been picked second. Last year we were picked first, and that was a little shock to us. We're like, we were a young team, but this year to be able to be picked second, Jacksonville, like I told them on the news, that they've been to Eastern Final for the last 4 out of 5 years, and so that's the team that you want to chase. You want to chase them. So being right behind them, knowing that they're the number one team out there, is just put a bullseye on that back that get us hungry for it, so we can try to be in their shoes and represent the East. in 6A.
It's a tough conference schedule, but you guys always challenge yourself non-conference. So who's on the non-conference schedule this year?
So again, we start with at home against Northern Nash, who's title contender in the 6A. They're a very good football team, well coached by Coach Ferris. So it's going to be a pretty good game. We lost last year in the closing minute. We threw a pick at the goal line to lose by a touchdown. Then we go away and play Washington. And then we play Laney, travel to Laney, play them. Week 3, week 4, we have the test. Havelock, my old alma mater, come to us. We'll play them. Week 4, our play, and then week 5, we end with Middle Creek, who went to the state championship last year and lost to Watauga. So we try to challenge ourselves because that gets us ready for our conference. Which by now I think people know that we got one of the tougher conferences in the East. One of the SECs of the East. So week in, week out, you got to come ready to play, and you got to make sure you have the kids prepared, make sure the coaches are prepared, and get ready for that grind to get you ready for the state playoff.
Well, some coaches like to play like coaches that they're friends with or their alma mater schools they're familiar with. Cliff Godwin always famously says he does not like playing his friends because when that game starts, they're not friends,
Right.
and he wants to beat them so bad. But how about playing Havelock? Like, do you get weird feelings when you're coaching that game?
Well, a little bit because when you walk into that, especially didn't have a lot. You have people that remember when you used to play and that come to you, and but the Havelock community has just done nothing but supporting me the whole time I've been there. They always say, speak to me when I go see them. They always make out of the way to, hey, tell me they're proud of me, how all the accomplishments that I've done. So it's a fun atmosphere when I go down there. And then when they come up here, it's always fun because you want to show them that, hey, I took what I learned in Havelock and I implemented it down here in Greenville into a successful program.
Will Bland joining us. Will, what's the quarterback situation for you this year?
Well, quarterback, we have one quarterback, Chase Davis, returning. He had done a great job this whole off season with his work, his ability to know the offense, ability to direct traffic, very accurate passer, very knowledgeable. Call him little Tom Brady because he's so chill. But I think he's gonna have a great year this year. Gonna put some numbers on the board that she'll give him some offers some big schools out here. So make sure y'all watch out for him this year.
I mean, I'm sure the camps, and I don't know about the Elite 11, but all kinds of things you could do during the off season as a quarterback were around when we were in school. But it just seems like high schools are passing way more than they were 20, 30 years ago. So what does a guy like your QB there do during the off season? What kind of things does he do to get better?
Well, our guy is actually wanting to get better with being able to run the ball. So he's did a lot of work with Coach Cheeks with trying to get faster, trying to sprint his strides and stuff. If you quarterback, you can either throw it or you can't. There's no question about it. So if you're a D1 talent or a D2 talent. So he believes he's a D1. So he gets up with his teammates, get out there to throw. He's always working, and that's the best part. He's not one that, hey, I'm going to just sit around and wait till a time to play football game. He's been working since January, since the end of last season.
Talked to Zach Kaplan, Channel 9, the other day, and he said he's excited to watch Rose and mentioned a couple names that made me smile. Jaleek Parsons been on our show before. I went to school with his dad, Jason, buddy of mine from high school, and then he mentioned a Chase as well. And I said, man, I recognize that name. Kyle Chase's son on the team. So some great stock there. Kyle, a great guy as well. Was he a teammate of yours?
Yep, he was.
Yeah.
We both came in the same year.
Nice.
And I tell everybody he was unbelievable as a player. As small as he was, playing safety for us in college, one of the best guys you ever can see on the field. And
how about those two guys for you?
Oh
this
yeah,
year?
I'm just so fortunate to be able to get them guys with me, especially Kyle. And we were close in college, but I played offense, he played defense, so we hung out a little while, but we wasn't like real close. But being that he's been with me for the last couple of years, he's one of my good close friends. Able to talk to him and get some insight from his brain as well, and then just let him go out there and do what he like. I mean, he's passionate and coaches as well, and then hopefully we get his son to college, and so we can see him ball because he's a great athlete as well.
I recognize his name because it was sometime, I guess, post-COVID maybe, but Greenville Little League were streaming games, and I remember seeing Kaysen,
Kaysen,
seeing his name for the first time and putting it together that it was Kyle's son. So What kind of player is Jalik and also Casey?
Well, Casey and Jalik, I'll tell you what, they work extremely hard at their craft. And, Casey is a great basketball player, too. So just watching him manage his basketball and manage football and be able to do all that stuff in a day is kudos to him and his dad because he is dedicated. He's a hard worker. He doesn't stray away from competition. He doesn't stray away from challenge. He just go in there and gives 100% at what he's been taught, and then he doesn't even complain. I mean, we know he's a player. We know that if we need a big play at some point in the game, we just can call on him, and he's not going to complain. He loves his teammates. He doesn't ask, "Hey, I want the ball." He's like, "Coach, whatever I need to do to help this team win, I'm gonna do it." And that's what type of player he is. So, as far as that, he's one of our big time guys that we're gonna count on this year as well. Jalik, Jalik is just that. I done seen a once in a life athlete in Cornell Powell, but I'm talking about you see another one in your eyes that it's development, like from a freshman to a sophomore, now to a junior. I just can't wait to see where he leads because he has every opportunity to be one of them guys to make a big run in college and to be able to play in the NFL because he's so athletic, so skilled, come from a great family, and just watching him grow and become mature in the last couple of years is awesome. So I just can't wait to see what the future brings for him, and hopefully he gets what he wants, and we get to see him this year just go out there and perform like he does.
And ECU was on him early offering, so hopefully they got a shot at him.
Yeah, and it's always good when the home time offering because you're gonna always remember. And I got offered by a lot of schools too, but you always remember that first school that offered you a scholarship, and you're like, hey, they saw me when I was nothing before I became big, so they're gonna be in your back pocket.
Well, you sound like John Calipari. He loves talking about his guys going to the NBA. I like that you talk to. Because that's part of it. You want to win games. You want to develop them as players and young men, but you want to see them go, and advance their football careers.
Right, and to see what they want. Cause, they got dreams. I had dreams too.
Yeah.
But you don't want to discourage the dream. Hey, if you're planning to play in college and to try to one day get in the NFL, then I'm gonna help you get there. The best of my ability. We're gonna do what we have to do, and you gotta do what you need to do in order for you to be in that position to get to where you want.
I know, nowadays with everybody's kind of putting out their own highlight tapes and videos and stuff. But like, how much interaction do you have with coaches? Do you ever reach out to schools and things like that?
Yeah, and the coaches in Carolina and North Carolina, all the big colleges, especially ECU, NC State, and UNC, I talk to them all the time.
Yeah.
They always wondering, hey, what you have down there at Rose, and they're trying to put kids on the map and stuff. And I tell our guys, when the season starts, we got some great players that gonna get looked at by some big time Division I school. When they come and watch the game, that don't mean if you go out there and perform, you can get their eyes on you. So you can.
Exactly.
So that's a blessing that we have some of these big kids here that going D1s for the other kids to help with their college career.
Yeah. All right. A lot of teams are scoring these days, including yours. But can you stop anybody? That's the question in all levels of football. But how about at Rose? What's your defense looking like?
Well, the defense is going to be pretty good this year. We beefed up the defense a little bit. We got some kids in that will help us to stop the run. I think that was our Achilles heel last year. We couldn't stop the run. We had all the great athletes in the world on the back end, but we wasn't able to stop the run, especially in the second round of the playoff with Southern Alamance. They never rushed for over 450 yards on us, maybe threw for 50 something, but we couldn't stop the run. So we made sure that we went into the offseason trying to figure out, hey, what's a better defensive scheme that can help us. So we're going to try to run a 4-2-5 this year. Got a lot of our skilled guys playing both ways. Got some new faces at linebacker at Webb Evans. Ethan Johnson's going to help us out. And then we just got some big guys and in the trenching down that I think gonna help us out. Jaquan Robinson, picked up Vincent Warren from Washington. We got Jalen Webb come back for his senior year. Martise Bradley had put on some weight and he done got better. So I'm very impressed with this group, and I hope that they can go out here and they can hold somebody to at least 20 points, because we're gonna put some points on. So if you can keep them under 20, then we have a very good shot at winning.
Will Bland joining us. Will, how do you balance staying inventive and adding plays, but also not overloading your players? How many plays do you got, and how many do you put anything in new during the season, or is it pretty much, hey, what you got in mid-August is what you're rolling with for the year?
Well, I think you always put stuff new as you go on because you always want to keep the opponent guessing.
Yeah.
I went off this offseason and got Coach Steve Brooks, who was the head coach at Lane last year. He's going to be calling the offense this year to give me more time to spend with the team as a head coach.
Right.
Personnel, but Steve had done a great job with implementing some of his plays that he has used without going away from the scheme that we use. So we're still going to be that spread team, throwing the ball around, using screens to set up passes, being able to open up the run. But I think it brings another dimension that I have another guy out there who's been doing it for a long time, calling plays to help me out. So give me more time to spend with the defense and when stuff come up. But I think he's gonna do a great job. I think he understands what we trying to accomplish here at J.H. Rose. And the worst part, and I don't even think the bad part, is how do we give all our athletes the ball? And we have a ton of them. We picked up Shamal Campbell from D.H. Conley, who's a great wide receiver. We also Darren Bell's coming back. And we got all three running back who two of them rushed for 950 yards apiece last year, and a freshman that's going to be tremendous for us. So how we get all them guys touching when you only touch the ball about 60 times a game?
One ball and a lot of mouths to feed.
Yeah.
I don't like you taking guys from Conley, but we'll bypass that. Have you called plays in the past?
Yeah, so I've been calling plays for the whole time I've been the head coach.
And that's interesting to me when I hear about that with teams, because you want control, but then sometimes you realize, hey, maybe I'm better suited to overlook the whole thing. So was that a difficult decision for you?
It was because I was used to calling the play. And it wasn't like we wasn't putting up points. I could see if we're like, hey, you only average 24 points a game and stuff. But we were actually putting up points. We averaged like 45 points while we're calling plays.
Yeah.
But it was hard for me to, as our defense would come out of the field, I couldn't talk to the defense because I had to get ready to call plays for the offense.
Right.
So, I talked to some of my coaches, real good coach friends I got, and they were like, hey, I think you need some extra help. Not saying you're not doing a good job, but I think you need extra help where you can take some of that pressure off you. And it was all about, hey, find that guy you trust. And, I know Brooks since I was in college. He was at ECU for a while when I was a player, and I know him at CBA Cot. So I got every faith in the world in him. I trust him to do what he's supposed to do. Now, I'm still going to have my inputs on what we do and stuff, but he's going to have full reins of, hey, on Friday night, you call the play, let's roll. And, one of our goals is to make sure we average over 42, 45 points a game.
And I think that's cool, man, just because you've been in football almost your entire life. And, you're still kind of growing and learning. Like, how are you different at all now as a coach from when you first got into it, you think? Or?
Yeah, a little bit. But I think I'm also still the same guy. So, when I first came in, it's easy for me to relate to a lot of the players.
Right.
Like, them guys out there running that heat and being able to get hot and taking all that suffering and stuff. I related to it, and I was able to, hey guys, it only lasts a short while. It ain't gonna be the whole time, but if you don't take care of your body, then you gonna always feel this way. Or being able to sit down there and knowing that they're going through the tough time, and I can call it to them and be like, hey, it's okay. You don't worry about this. Clear your eyes. And then they look at me like, hey, you've been at the spot that I want to go. So, I played Division I football. So, a lot of them guys trying to go to Division I to play. So I'm being able to relate to them. And I think I'm like more of a player coach. But, at the end of the day, if I get upset, they know that, hey, when it's time to play football, time to lace them up, time to go between the yard line, then I'm very serious. And I think my group does a good job of splitting that up.
All right, let me put you on the spot real quick. You can't choose any of your ECU teammates. It's got to be an ECU player you were not teammates with. You're going on a drive. You're out wide. You get one wide receiver, one running back, one quarterback in ECU history. Who are you taking to go on that drive?
You talking about I can't choose my teammates.
Can't choose your teammates.
Justin Hardy. He wasn't my teammate.
That's a good one to have out wide with you. You need a quarterback and a running back.
I would go with Jeff Blake, and I grew up watching Jeff play. And then you say, who else?
Running back.
A
lot to choose from.
Ooh.
Was I guess Chris Johnson was there when you were there.
He was my teammate. Yeah. And then I would say Junior Smith, but then he was my coach.
Oh, Junior.
Yeah, he was my coach. So, Ernest Byron was one of that.
Man.
Yeah,
Yes,
Ernest
sir.
Byron. Yeah.
Super Bowl champion
Yep.
with the Redskins.
Yep.
Will, we all saw Chris Johnson on Good Morning America, and it was just shocking. I don't know how much you knew ahead of that, but man, to see him like that was really tough. And it's been awesome to see the outpouring of support from his teammates, coaches, and Pirate fans and NFL fans. But you, as a guy that knows Chris, man, how how are you kind of dealing with it and everybody else?
Well, that's devastating because being able to see him firsthand as a player and just what type of good guy he was. I mean, like he'll take the shirt off your back. I still got to do the AL challenge. I'm putting it off a little bit. But for him, I mean, like was a once in a lifetime athlete, and just how humble he was and how driven. I mean, I remember when he first came in as a freshman. I was a sophomore then, and just seeing that how good he was and how fast he was, and then there's just the drive that he wanted to do to get better. He played in there. We had Andre Allison. He was there with us, and that's one of his real good friends, and once Andre went into the draft and got drafted, you just see the light switch turn on in his head.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, that's where I wanted to go." And that's a tough thing because I didn't know what was going on. And I don't think a lot of us know. I think he kept it to himself because you as an athlete, as a top athlete, you don't want people to see, hey, you're struggling at this, and I had and for me too, it was because I just had hip replacement too, and like I was like covering that up for a long time because you, as a top athlete, one that played in the high level, you don't want somebody to see, hey, that you're vulnerable,
Right.
that your hips are messed up or you suffering from ALS, so you want to try to keep that private and stuff. But the best thing is letting it out, and letting people know, and then people taking care of you and stuff. And that's what I've been blessed to have up here with my hip surgery is that, hey, people know you had hip surgery, that they're behind your back. They with you 100%, and then with Chris, hey, everybody, you are a Pirate, you are the Pirate as far as I'm concerned. So hey, we're gonna be with you, we're gonna support you, and we're gonna remember you, and that's the thing. And that's you want to be as a football player, as a person, have to leave a legacy, and he's done left a good one.
Well said. Will, I asked Bryce Williams, former ECU tight end, the other day, like, does he wake up and feel like he was a football player, feel injuries? And he said, luckily, no. In fact, he was injury-free at ECU. His first one came up at rookie mini camp with the Patriots. He said it was awful timing. It kind of messed him up. I guess with the hip deal, do you have like lingering stuff from your football days? Or?
Well, see, I really didn't have. I did get my junior year. I got rolled up on my left leg and had a bone contusion down my whole leg. So, but as far as that, I didn't. And then when I turned 40, my hip started messing up, and I was like, "What's going on?" And to come to find out that I didn't have no cartilage in my right leg, and then I had a little bit in my left. So I told everybody that I'm gonna keep with this story. I ran so fast in college that I burned all my cartilage out. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Yeah.
So
we got the film to prove it.
So I'm sticking with that, and so I got my right one done December. It's been great. It hasn't bothered me that much, and then my left one is now acting up. So I'm on the verge of getting ready to schedule an appointment to get that done. But it's just been a lot of support from my teammates, from my coaching staff, my administration down here. That they're behind me. They whatever I need done, whatever help I need, they're willing to offer it. So, but right now I'm concentrating on football, and that's what we're here for.
Will, what's your expectation for your team in 2026?
Well, this is the most excited I've been since I became the head coach. These guys had worked extremely hard off season from 3 years ago to be in a predicament where they had the opportunity to represent this East in a 6A championship. So, it's one game at a time. We want to win the home opener. We want to win at home, win away, win in county with the teams that we play in county, and then have home field advantage throughout the playoff. And then hopefully we can stay healthy enough where we can make a run and then have an opportunity to have another shot at that state championship.
Will, man, love talking with you. Appreciate you coming down today, man. Good luck to you guys. We'll keep up with you during the season, but Yeah, good luck to. I hate saying it, but good luck to the Rampants.
I appreciate you. Well, you should be used to it by now.
I know, and I say it every time, man. Between RV and you and Coach Harris and everybody, such great guys over there. So it's tough to hate you. I got to say.
Yeah, and like I said, and with Colin, I love Colin, and Nate does a great job out there. So whenever they're not playing, I root for them guys. Coach Colin does a great job. So
good deal.
But that game's at the end of the year, and I think that's the exciting part too, because you get to see it towards the end of the year. So we're gonna be prepared. They always gonna be prepared. So we got less than 11 weeks, I think, or maybe 14 weeks to that game. So we'll see.
We'll talk to you soon, man. Appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Will Bland, such a great dude, and I always enjoy talking football with him. We'll hear from Nate Connor coming up in hour number 3 of today's show. Brian Bailey coming up in hour 2. We'll wrap up hour 1 when we return after this timeout.
Save the date for the biggest party of the football season. Join Pirate Radio on Thursday, September 10th for the annual Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light. It's a night of great music, great friends, and pirate pride as the party returns to the Hilton Greenville and Greenville Boulevard. This year's special guest is ECU legend and Super Bowl champion Linval Joseph.
Ball's out, picked up by the Vikings. Joseph. Can he win this long foot race? Linval Joseph. No flags. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Come welcome Linval back to Greenville, then dance the night away with live music from Trainwreck. Stay tuned to Pirate Radio for your chance to score free tickets to the party of the year, the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light, Thursday, September 10th.
He just put Sayamalo on his back. What a play by Linval Joseph.
Party like a pirate with Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
Hi, I'm Shay Asby.
And I'm Beth Everett.
At NC On Point, experience the thrill of professionally guided quail, chucker, pheasant, and even duck hunts on one of North Carolina's premier hunting preserves. Whether you're a seasoned hunter or headed to the field for the very first time, we can make that day an unforgettable one. Don't have a bird dog? We got you covered. Our experienced guides hunt with professionally trained bird dogs and a comfortable on-site lodge that lets you unwind after an incredible day in the field.
So gather your friends, book your hunt, and start making memories that last a lifetime. Visit nconpoint.com today. Go Pirates!
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bugged up.
Play ball!
Greenville, it's time to play ball. The Greenville Yard Gnomes are back, and tickets are on sale now. Bring the whole family out for big hits, wild promotions, and non-stop fun all night long. From fireworks to theme nights, every game is an experience you don't want to miss. Cold drinks, great food, and the best atmosphere in town. Don't wait till it's sold out. Grab your seats now. Get your tickets today at yardgnomesbaseball.com or at the box office.
Pepper, oh no, they didn't. Papa John's just took their signature pepperoni and hand-stuffed it inside that garlic-kissed crust. Oh, now that's an epic pepperoni stuffed crust pizza like no mouth has ever seen.
The Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza is back for only $14.99. The Epic Pepperoni Stuffed Crust Pizza made from original fresh dough, hand-stuffed with cheese and signature pepperoni, and baked into a garlicky seasoned crust. Order at papajohns.com. Go Pirates!
This is Caleb Reynolds, lead minister at Eastern Pines Church, and I'd love to invite you to join us this Sunday at 9 and 10:30 at 3380 Portertown Road Road in Greenville. At Eastern Pines Church, you'll find real people, uplifting worship, and a place where your family can grow in your faith. Come see what God is doing right here in Greenville. We'd love to welcome you home at Eastern Pines Church. Visit easternpineschurch.com for more information.
Church services brought to you by S&K Trapping, East Coast Grading, Gregory Pool, Driven Details, East Coast Access, Cardinal Lock and Key, and rentafishtank.com.
This is Carter Spivey, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility cost. You can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation. GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, short seg, wrapping up hour number 1. Take a look at the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Dub Buck. Braves put the beat down on the Nationals. 4-game sweep. Nats trying to right the ship against the Phillies, who I believe have won a couple in a row. I think they won Saturday and Sunday. Or did they finish yesterday's game? It was actually in a delay against Baltimore. Phillies 8-0 in 6 innings yesterday. So they win the final 2 games of the series against Baltimore. Phillies and Nats both chasing the Braves, playing at 6:40. The loaded Dodgers are in Wrigley to take on the Cubs tonight at 8:05. Burley is at Yankee Stadium. Cardinals Yankees coming up tonight at 7:05. And that might be it for Pirates. Carson Whisenhunt started over the weekend, not pitching tonight. Giants taking on the Rangers. Zach Agnos and the Rockies will be hosting the Rays coming up at 8:40. On the Bucs scoreboard, we've got football coming up Thursday night. I was talking about that earlier today. There's a little bit of a buzz. Need to get Chandler's vibe check for Panthers Cardinals going on Thursday night in the Hall of Fame game. KP. Who's KP?
Kenny Two Gloves. Getting the start.
I asked, did they have any young quarterbacks? They got that white guy.
Oh, yeah.
From Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
Hayes King.
Hayes King. He's white?
Jared did not know he was white until, week 1 of last season?
Yeah.
I'd like to see him get some action. That would be fun. And does old Miami quarterback play?
Yeah, Carson Beck.
Carson Beck. Maybe he gets
might as well.
Yeah.
You gonna try out Gardner Minshew?
You know what? Yeah. Let Minshew throw it like 50 times in a preseason game.
Yeah, his bum ass.
Come on. We'll take a break, come back. Brian Bailey joins us to talk some high school, college, NFL. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live after this.
Come celebrate the next big Pirates win at the Rick House. The Rick House is Greenville and Eastern North Carolina's premier American-themed restaurant.
I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager at the Rick House. Come see us for a big city feel right here in Greenville. I guarantee you'll have a great experience.
We feature the very best bourbons around, our made-from-scratch pastas are to die for, and nobody does steak like the Rick House. We also feature an early dining special from 4 to 6. Come see us at the Rick House, Red Banks Road in Greenville.
The stifling heat of summer, the bitter cold of winter. What do they have in common? The extreme temperatures of both force your home's heating and cooling system to work overtime to keep you comfortable. And that can cost you a lot of money. Fortunately, your neighbors at Greenville Utilities have several ways you can save energy. And that means saving you money on your utility bills. Just go to GUC.com and look for ways to save. That's GUC.com.
Looking for Washington's favorite place to eat? The spot locals keep coming back to. Head to Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now open 7 days a week, Down on Main is serving up all your favorites. From the house salad with grilled chicken, to the half club and chips, to the crowd-pleasing fried shrimp plate. After a long day, unwind with dinner and drinks on the patio. It's the perfect place to relax and catch up with friends. And don't miss Wednesdays, half-price wings from 4 till close. Down on Main Street, right on Main Street in historic downtown Washington.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
Play it again, sport. Buy, sell, trade. Great deals never felt so good. So good, so good, so good. I saved a bunch of cash. Buy, sell, trade. Using my gear like I never knew I could. Play It Again Sports. Buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership.
For pest control that packs a punch, BAM! Call on the experts at BAM Pest Control. Attention Greenville, BAM Pest Control is here to protect what matters most. Whether it's your business, your home, or your peace of mind. They don't just eliminate pests, they knock them out. BAM Pest Control is #1 in insect control, rodent control, and yard services like fire ants and mosquitoes. BAM! You're insect-free, safe, and comfortable. Call the experts at BAM Pest Control on Hooker Road in Greenville. 252-751-3160. BAM!
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and of course, all your favorites. Flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholistico.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Riley's Army is hosting its biggest fundraising event of the year, the Hearts of Gold Gala, Saturday, September 19th from 6 to 10 p.m. at Rock Springs Center. Enjoy an elegant evening supporting local pediatric cancer children and families, featuring live music by Holden Dixon, dinner, a cash bar, entertainment by DJ Dog, a silent auction, guest speakers, and more. Tickets and tables are available now, but they may sell out fast. Visit Riley'sArmy.com to purchase yours today. Sponsorship opportunities are still available. Join Riley's Army and help bring hope to local families.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where all the locals go for Mexican food and fun. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's for the Gulp of Mexico every Tuesday, a huge 38-ounce lime margarita. Mexican imports are only $3.49 on Wednesdays, and it's half-price margaritas on Thursdays. For Mexican food and fun, it's gotta be Chico's in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
To Pirate Radio Live, good football Monday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Talk to Will Bland, hour 1. We'll talk to Nate Connor coming up, hour number 3, and some other area high school coaches going to join us this week. Ryan Bowie from South Central will be on Wednesday. And also Garrett Wingate from Ayden Grifton will join us Thursday on the program. We've also got some Appliances Superstore opponent previews coming your way. We'll talk to the Charlotte play-by-play voice on Tuesday and the Alabama play-by-play voice coming up on Thursday. So high school preview, college preview, and talk some NFL each and every day from now until February. I promise you that. And we'll talk a little NFL and more now with our next guest on the Turner Home Team Live Line. The Brian Bailey Show returns Tuesday at noon on Pirate Radio, on YouTube, wherever you get your podcast. And he will be talking to the head football coach of the Pirates, Blake Harrell. And Bailey, it's been nice chatting with you during the summer, but good to have you back in studio for the Brian Bailey Show coming up tomorrow.
Oh, for sure, because, man, the summers get longer and longer. But thankfully, football is here. The Pirates report tomorrow at 4:30. First practice at 8:10 a.m. coming up on Wednesday, and they'll be off and running. And before you know it, they'll be off to Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, we got, man, I'm glad to be holding this in my hands right now, the ECU football preseason camp practice schedule. And we've got some availability with Coach Harrell, the coordinators. We'll talk on the August the 12th and also after a scrimmage on the 22nd. And a few dates with Coach Harrell there. Again, not like it once was, Bailey, where we could go out there, request 5 or 6 players, talk to the O-line coach or whatever, and they keep it a little more tight than they used to.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the cause or what the reason is for that. I don't know whether it's got something to do with how, so many things with NIL and the transfer portal and keeping things, under wraps, but it's a little surprising. But we'll just take advantage of what we can get.
I think it's the jerks at Pirate Radio that spin everything.
It might be.
I think we ruined it.
Those guys. Might be Shirley.
Yeah. Hey, look. Hey, Shirley's out, so we're okay now. We can go back to interviewing everybody. Yeah, I'm excited to get out there. And what's on your plate for Coach Harrell? I know you're going to preview the season, Bailey, but anything in particular you're trying to find out?
No, I think it's just a chance to go more in depth. It's also a chance, for anybody that wants to send us in a text or a YouTube message or that kind of thing. Just if they have a question, we can get that to Coach Harrell and just kind of go more in depth. I've interviewed him a couple of times of late, but they're all brief, 2-3 minute interviews, and we don't, and you really don't get a chance even during the season. They're just 5, 6, 7 minutes. Sometimes the press conference might go 10, 15, but this will be more in depth. We'll be able to go through each position to get his thoughts on some of the position battles. Obviously, the one everybody wants to talk about is at quarterback. Get kind of a handle on the pulse of where he's looking at, at that position and what he's looking for. I'm just looking forward to the entire hour because Coach Harrell is so good. To first of all to do it, and it's just a pleasure to be around the guy, and he shoots from the hip and tells you how it is, and so it should be a good hour.
And while I'm thinking about it again, Bailey, I've told you, but thanks again, and awesome job at American Football Conference Media Day. I really enjoyed playing those interviews, and we ran a best of on Friday and ran a couple of them again, and it's just cool to hear for every coach has a different personality. I see why Jarrett and others like Tim Albin, he would have talked to you for 30 minutes, I think, if you if you wanted to. And then you've got Brian Hartline, who probably wanted to talk to you for about a minute and leave, but like that, I don't know, everybody's got their own thing. I loved it though. It was great to see their personalities a little bit,
and it was fun doing it. And one of the big, I guess, thrills for me was when we got back. Jonathan Ellerby and I were meeting with Coach Harrell earlier in the week, and Coach Harrell said that he's enjoyed listening to them and hearing what the other coaches were saying. So that was kind of a cool moment. But those guys, for the most part, they know they're there to do interviews, so that kind of sets the tone. But most of them, it's early in the season. They're all relaxed. They're all ready to go. They all haven't. Nobody's lost a game yet, so they're all in a pretty good mood. And I enjoy because I would never have met a guy like Casey Keeler at Temple.
Yeah.
Because you don't when you play the game, you're worried about the team you're covering, not necessarily the other team. And I thought he was great. Alvin was great. A couple others that I really enjoyed getting to know and meeting. And like the Florida Atlantic coach, I think he was the one that has relatives in New Bern, and who knew that? But I found that out. So I think it was really, really a good trip, and I wish more media could get to it. I know it's far away, but the Charlotte was the best for us because all Pirate Radio could get there, the other guys in Greenville could get there, and because Greenville covers East Carolina better than most of the other schools in the American cover their teams, even though they're bigger cities.
Yeah, and then there's other fish in the pond a lot of times in those cities.
Yeah.
And there was no like Zoom or anything, Bailey. Right? If you weren't there, you didn't get any interviews, right? That was it.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
that was pretty much it. You could get the podium stuff. I think was on ESPN Plus.
Yeah, I watched some of that. Yeah,
some of that. Yeah, but for the most part, it was and they had breakout rooms. That's where we got most of the guys. They had Radio Row. They had four or five different radios. Entities that were lined up, and they got some of the coaches, but they were pretty free to move around and do the interviews. It was good.
Brian Bailey joining us. Damn, I forgot. Just because Shirley's not here doesn't mean she isn't listening, and she just texted me, and the word Bailey and a cuss word were in the text. So you better watch your back.
I love it. I love it.
Better watch your back, Brian.
Just kidding, Shirley. Just kidding.
BB joining us as we get ready for some college football. I was going to talk about this more with Coach Mack, and he didn't join us today. But I saw an article. This is Roto Baller. It was 10 bold predictions for college football, and I was like, But it's got some stuff we're kind of interested in. One of them was UTSA wins the American Conference. That's not the bold part. He said, but misses the college football playoff. Who does he have? This is kind of crazy. North Dakota State goes to the college football playoff in year one. I don't think their schedule's good enough, and I don't think they're going to run the table. So that is very bold. But, Bailey, we saw it last year with Tulane. Do you think the American champion gets into the playoff this year?
Well, I certainly hope so, and I think they will. I think the American will pull off enough wins and be the best of a group of 5 conferences that they'll get that respect, and then they'll get their conference champion in, which is obviously the goal each and every year. And I'm hoping that that champion has a little purple in the uniform, which would be really neat. It was one thing in the 2007, 2008 when the Pirates won the Conference USA title. But now, if you win the conference championship, you're in the mix for bigger and better things, and that would make for an exciting. They always say, "Remember November." Well, you remember December if you get to that point.
I'll tell you who an important team is, Bailey. Memphis, because they play Boise State and UNLV, and those are a couple of teams looked at as potential playoff teams. So keep an eye on Memphis the first month of the season. They got 2 big non-conference games that are important for them, and I think important for whoever the American champion is.
Yeah, very important. And you look at East Carolina's schedule, and they go on the road on a Thursday night to play at Memphis, and I'm not sure if that's an advantage or a disadvantage when you're going on the road to play on a Thursday night. They got back-to-back road Thursday night games, which I didn't realize when the schedule came out. I just breezed through it, but UAB and Memphis back-to-back weeks on Thursday nights.
Again, from Mike Martiny's article, Roto Baller. Jarrett, you'll like this one. He's got his champion from the... What conference are they in?
Pac-12.
Texas State winning the Pac-12.
Yeah, Bobcats, baby.
Bailey, that's something. Try to figure out who's in the Pac-12 and Mountain West. I dare you.
Yeah. No, don't even dare me, because there's no way I can come up with it. I'd be better off naming fictional teams from movies to name those teams.
He says Alabama loses 4 games in a row for the first time since 2007. I hope those are the first 4. That would be nice.
Yeah, that'd be nice, that first one.
And Oklahoma State upsets Oregon in week 2. That's pretty bold. Anybody can make an article like this, but
yeah, I mean, like, who's just sitting around like Oklahoma State? Yep. I mean, I get, hey, North Dakota State, they've dominated FCS. UTSA winning and not making it. Okay, yeah, whatever. But
whoever the editor was says we need an article today. I don't care what it's about. Just type some words and put it out. And somebody will be talking about it in Greenville, North
we were
Carolina.
talking about last week, Oklahoma State will probably lose to Tulsa again.
Yeah.
And this guy's like, beating Oregon.
BB joining us on the Turner Home Team Live Line. Missed you and Zach, and especially missed the food on Friday, Bailey, at Big Carolina Media Day. And talked to Will Bland and Nate Connor today. I think Rose picked second. Conley picked third. And what Nate kind of admitted is a bit of a rebuilding year. He loves the talent, but he just says they haven't, done it Friday nights yet at the varsity level, but he likes his guys. But are you willing to tell us who you picked first? Was it the Jacksonville Cardinals?
It's all the coaches' picks.
Oh, that's right. That's right. My apologies. Yeah, you're right.
That's all right. No, it's all coaches, and Jacksonville was unanimous as far as the first place team. I think Will Bland was kind of relieved that his Rampants weren't picked first. I was out at practice for Rose, Conley, South Central, several Aiden Grifton on that Wednesday, and then Zach went all over the place to the south. But we had a chance to see a lot of teams that day. But I'm telling you, nobody bounces around their football team like Nate Connor does. I mean, I called him the Energizer Bunny on the air, and he's going at it 100 miles an hour. I barely got an interview with him to talk about the first day of practice because he was so into practice, so busy, and he likes his team. He likes the way that they work, and I think they have a blue-collar approach, and they may have some growing pains in the first part. They've got a little bit of a tough schedule to start non-conference, but I was surprised they were picked third, though.
Yeah, looking forward to we'll talk some South Central football and Aiden Grifton football later this week as well, Bailey, as we are gearing up for high school football. Kenny Curlings had to get a Cowboys line in on the YouTube chat today. And it is appropriate because he said caught up on Cowboys training camp last night. Savone Revel, Anthony Smith getting good reps in, Pirate Nation proud. And I talked about it with Rajay last week. He thinks I'm crazy, but the amount of Cowboys, Pirates that end up on the Cowboys is disgusting, Bailey.
Man, I'm telling you, it all comes from that bonus room of mine, that man cave, and all that Cowboy aura. It goes over Greenville, and those Pirates end up in Dallas.
In Big D. What is... all right, I know every year is your year, Bailey, but what are your expectations for the Cowboys this year? Playoff team?
No, I've kind of grown out of every year's our year. I think they could be a playoff team. I think it just depends on how healthy they are. You got two routes. You either dominate the regular season and get the bye and have a real shot to make the Super Bowl, or you struggle, you start playing well at the end of the season, you get hot like the Giants did a couple of times and win the Super Bowl. So, yeah, I think they really did a good job of putting some pieces together on defense, that they're going to be a lot better. They're not going to be, the doomsday defense of the late 60s or anything, but I think they're going to be much better defensively. And I think if they don't make the playoffs, I think they'll be very disappointed. But, everybody keeps saying, well, they need to make a championship game. Well, they got to get in the playoffs first and then try to make one. But I think it just depends on your health.
We talked last week about like the hope ratings of each NFL team, and if you got a young QB or a young coach, a new coach, you've got at least some hope. Like the Raiders with the new head coach and Mendoza.
They don't have any turds.
There we go. They don't have any turds on the roster too, so that's a good thing. So the Raiders have hope. Like the Steelers, I put them in the no hope category because I don't think they're going to win it this year, and then they're not going to have Rodgers, and they don't have a QB in waiting, and Mike McCarthy's not a spring chicken, so I put them in the no hope category. And Jarrett kind of took the words out of my mouth when it comes to Dallas. I say they have hope because you got Dak, you got Pickens, you got CeeDee Lamb. They're going to put up points. We've seen them win double-digit games in the regular season like 3-4 times the last handful of years. We know what they do in the playoffs, and that's lose. But I do say that the Cowboys have some hope, Bailey. I'll give you that.
I think they do, and I think like I said last year, I said I don't care what they do until they get to the playoffs, and then they didn't. They were so bad defensively last year that I think they've made some vast improvements. Some good players, and so I really like their defense. But we'll find out. All that's said and done, you play the Giants the first night of the season, and they rack up 40 points on you, then your defense is not so good. But we'll see how it goes.
Brian Bailey joining us. I saw a little tweet about Burley today, Bailey, a potential trade deadline move, but I guess he's staying pat in St. Louis. How about Gavin yesterday? Another double-digit strikeout performance.
And I'm going to do a story on it at 5 today, but just when you think you've seen everything in sports, you see a day like that where they're trying to put the tarp on their field. Both teams are yelling at each other about a bunt attempt. And that was bizarre.
About to brawl in a monsoon. I don't think I've seen that before.
Yeah. Well, and then I saw some other highlights, and Gavin was talking about how bad it was raining, and he threw one pitch that would have hit the bull in Bull Durham. I mean, that ball just took off out of his hand, had no chance. But he's really if he had some run support this year, he'd be in the Cy Young Award talk. I mean, he'd have 14 wins right now.
Your Cubbies got the big bad Dodgers tonight, Bailey.
Yeah, they've made some trades today. I think they got. Last I checked, I think they've gotten 4 pitchers today, which is really good.
Man.
So, yeah, they keep, every time I get an alert, there's another pitcher, there's a reliever, there's a left-hander. Here we go. Bring on.
Chasing the Brewers there in the Central. All right, got the Brian Bailey Show returning Tuesday at noon on Pirate Radio on YouTube. You can get your questions in for Bailey to pass along to Coach Harrell, and looking forward to it, Bailey.
We'll have to get that audio from my DJ days and let Coach Harrell hear that. He'd get a kick out of that.
Man, that was... Let me see if I can pull it up. I should have had that ready for you. So we played Name That Sound on Thursday with Zach Kaplan. I think I've got it to the spot where I need it, maybe. And Shirley played one that Zach and I did not get. Let me see.
WKRP. No.
Here we go.
Here we go.
2Q92 and a Big B, 1024, playing your favorite songs at 421.
So Shirley played that. Zach and I had no idea, threw out some answers, and Shirley finally said to Zach, "It's your boss." It's Brian Bailey. What year was that from, Bailey?
Oh, God, I think that was from 79 or 80.
Wow.
Something like that. It was way back because I worked there. I think I worked there my senior year of high school, my first year in college. And they were a rock station, kind of modern day rock, and then they changed to country, and then I only lasted a week when they went to country, and ironically now that's all I listen to, basically country 70s rock.
Bailey kept playing Boston on the country station, and they made him leave.
They didn't think More Than a Feeling was a country song. I'm still arguing that fact.
Bailey, make sure Zach Kaplan is tuned in to your show tomorrow, because when he found out that was you, he's like, well, I don't associate him with radio. So just make sure he's tuned in.
And then we got to do a great plug for the Brian Bailey Show returning with Blake Harrell. So
there you go. That'd be good.
All right, the Big B joining us today.
That's him.
All right.
A long time ago.
Thank you, Bailey.
All right, well, we'll see y'all.
Looking forward to the Brian Bailey Show coming your way on Tuesday at noon with the head ball coach, Blake Harrell. We'll take a break, come back, talk some NFL, college football with Jared Watkins as we roll on. You see any movies this weekend? I didn't see anything.
Yeah, nothing new, but we can still talk about it.
Well, we'll go to the movies and have more for you on a Monday. Pirate Radio Live, back with you after this.
This is Dr. Dixon from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced and professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest-to-goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m. Serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse. Good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservations. Larry's Steakhouse.
Doug Henry of Greenville is looking for your trade-in and your business. Doug Henry of Greenville is right on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial, and always right on the price and looking to beat every offer out there. Just bring it in and you won't be disappointed. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily, and you can always check them out online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Doug Henry, right on the corner and right on the price.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And now with 3 locations. A brand new Country Mart is now open on Highway 11 right across from Aiden Grifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
Michelob Ultra is brewed here. So was the feeling when we rallied together behind one team. From the pitch to the pool, Superior is brewed here. Michelob Ultra, proud sponsor of the U.S. men's national soccer team. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026, San Jose Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Dixon Williams, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
This is Lane Hoover, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington has everything you need for game day or any other day for men and women. Whether it's dress casual or even a formal occasion, Russell's has you covered. Russell's has been serving Eastern North Carolina and beyond for over 40 years with quality clothing and personal service. Russell's Clothing on Main Street in downtown Washington, a proud part of Pirates supporting Pirates. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Debo will not be a Commander in 2026. He is back with the Niners.
What chain?
I like Debo. I wish he could have played a whole year with a healthy Jaden Daniels, but he's still got a little left in the tank. And now we kind of wait on, see what Stephon Diggs does.
I mean, I think it's Ayuk.
That would be insane. I mean, nobody picks up this guy, right?
It's either Commanders or he's out of the league.
Unless he's doing like an Andy Kaufman, like just playing a character.
Yeah.
Rage baiting all of us. I just don't know how you pick up that guy. Niners. See, Pearsall's out for the year.
Yeah, that's tough.
Man. So that's brutal for him.
Was it PCL, LCL, some CL?
Yeah,
CDL.
Letters you don't want to see. Is Brandon Ayuk still a 49er?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no way you pick him up. Stephon Diggs has, which Jared said he didn't have any off-the-field stuff going on.
Nope. Yep. Found innocent, man.
I'm not saying innocent, guilty, whatever. I'm saying he does have stuff going on.
Everybody's got stuff going on, man.
That's a good point.
You know?
And you know what? Every athlete from the dawn of time has. We just didn't know about it back then.
Mm-hmm.
They could philander and
berate and I don't know.
do whatever they wanted to. And unless you saw it in person, Mickey Mantle was going to go home that night without any paparazzi and be just fine.
Back in the good old days.
The good old days. Who was it fun for?
Who was it cool for?
Pretty cool if you were a New York Yankee, I guess, back in those days. Jamie asked, did anybody watch ESPN Jeopardy?
Nope.
Mike P said, not watching anything sports trivia related that isn't hosted by the greatest sports trivia host of all time, Clip Brock, parentheses, many are saying, in parentheses. I watched it. I like trivia. It's kind of tough. I like the dozen trivia Barstool does because those sports questions are really hard. And I enjoy, if it's too easy, it's not fun. A lot of the ESPN trivia were layups. But I appreciate they put in some Olympics, some women's golf, some hockey, like that I didn't know, because I feel like I could have run the table on a lot of it, but there was still some stuff I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just co-signing?
I didn't watch it.
They had sports, ESPN employees, and then they had a game where it was Adam Pally, John Hamm, and Keegan-Michael Key.
All right. If they do anything of that sort for any company, like Keegan-Michael Key is going to be a part of it. That guy is just, his agent signs him up for everything, it seems like.
Key and Peele is great, and it's kind of like a LeBron Jordan thing. Chappelle's show was better.
Yeah. I wouldn't even give it LeBron Jordan.
Okay.
It's like,
but I think
Steve Nash and Michael Jordan.
Steve Nash back-to-back MVP.
Steve Nash was great. Key and Peele was great.
I think Keegan-Michael Key, I feel like everything I see him in, like, he's funny. Like, I like him.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
But.
You say but?
He's not Jordan Peele.
I feel like Jordan Peele has gone, like, straight man these days.
Yeah.
Doing horror stuff.
He's got range.
True. But do you plan on watching ESPN Jeopardy?
No.
Either one of y'all?
I might eventually, but
I still got to watch the last season of Righteous Gemstones.
What does that have to do with Sports Jeopardy?
I'm just saying, it came out like 2 years ago. I still got to get around to that.
Okay.
There's a lot of things on the list.
What did you watch this weekend?
Super Troopers and Super Troopers 2 to prepare for the release of Super Troopers 3 this weekend.
Where does that kind of rank on your comedies?
Super Troopers, towards the top. 4 out of 5 stars. Super Troopers 2, it's funny. It was okay,
What's the best 2? Terminator 2.
Yeah.
It's got to be up there. I don't know. Star Wars was like the second Star Wars better than the first.
Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back was 2 technically.
Yeah.
The first time.
Yeah. That's
so.
good.
I'd say yeah.
Ace Ventura when Nature Calls.
No.
No?
The first one's better.
Yeah.
The second one's just reheated stuff.
Yeah.
So I watched the second one before the first, just due to my age. I saw it in the movie theater.
Yeah.
Without seeing the first one.
And it's got to be the greatest thing ever.
Because I don't know the order of Jim Carrey movies, but I remember thinking Jim Carrey was funny. I probably saw him
94 was Ace Ventura, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber.
In that order?
I'm just saying that was his 94.
Because I feel like, I wonder if The Mask was the first one I saw. But like at that point, I was like, this Jim Carrey guy, I'm watching everything with him in it. And I thought Ace Ventura 2, When Nature Calls, was comedy gold. I always liked it more than the first. I felt like the first one was more adult. I guess you had some adult themes in the second one.
He's coming out of the rhinoceros.
Kind of hiding them rhinos.
There's a lot of racy things.
You're right. Yeah.
Risky kind of stuff.
But the first one, there was as well.
Yeah.
Second one did not have Tone Loc. Tone Loc was in the first one. Let's see. Mike P said, comparing Key and Peele to Chappelle is like comparing KD to LeBron. Both good, one clearly better.
Yeah, I kind of made that point already.
Delete your account, Mike P. Man, Jamie says I'm desperate for the Colts to pick up Ayuk. Would you want Ayuk on the Raiders?
No.
I don't think so, man. I don't think you can do it.
Well, I mean, even without like the crazy stuff, him losing his mind, he's like coming off of 2 major injuries.
I was gonna say
he hasn't really played a full season since 2023.
I remember looking at this. Let's look at his stats again. I mean, hasn't he had just 1 good year, or did he have 2 good years? Brandon Ayuk, who has been calling himself a commander, had 1,000 in 2022, over 1,300 yards in 2023, 8 touchdowns 2022, 7 2023, and then played 7 games in 24, 0 games in 25. Hasn't played a full season since 2023.
Yeah, I mean,
washed.
I mean, if you can get him for like $1 million, sure.
No,
but
I don't want him anywhere near
the Niners. Don't want to cut him because he's owed a bunch of money. Nobody's going to trade for him, so seems like he'll just be sitting.
Yeah, that's crazy to see a guy that age that may have social media'd himself out of the league.
Well, and you got to think about it, like when you're performing at such a high level and like the injuries, just kind of the out of nowhere stuff keeps taking you out, like that's got to really hurt mentally, and that's kind of got to screw you up, be a little traumatic.
True.
So I mean, hey, if he doesn't feel in control, this is him taking control. If I'm gonna not be the player I once was, I'm gonna ruin it. I'm not gonna let my knee just pop and that's it.
Just think if Rajay Harris was doing after a second major injury, Rajay went off the deep end on social media.
It seems like he's really deep into his faith and very a disciplined person.
And we could we talk to him every week and get to say, Rajay, what'd you mean by this tweet?
We got to get somebody like that on.
Looking forward to seeing Rajay at the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party and Big Linville Joseph as well. We are 33 days away from kickoff on the David Price Construction Countdown to Kickoff, and 38 days away from the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party.
Man, time flies.
Which also means 38 days away from the NFL season opener. We are
actually it starts on Wednesday this week.
37.
Yeah.
Good call, J-Bone. We are 3 days away.
Yeah.
From the Hall of Fame game.
From something you get very excited for and then watch one drive and go to something else.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do a flip through. Oh, wow. Okay. When I was growing up, this team was dominant with Bobby Bowden at the helm, and they're kind of a joke. What a odd couple of years. They go 13-1 in 2023.
Get left out of the playoffs.
They go 2-10 in 2024.
Get left out of the playoffs.
And 5-7, was that enough last year? 5-7 with a win against Bama to start.
What do you mean? Is that enough?
Was that enough to get them in the playoff last year?
Oh no, it was not. They were left out.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Started 3-0 and then lost. Is that 5 in a row? 4 in a row? Florida State coached by Mike Norvell, who they went 10 wins in 22, 13 in 23. I guess that's what's kept him around. Is there a big buyout?
His buyout is the reason.
Monster buyout as well.
It's crazy that Bill Belichick's is only $10 million, and like you got people calling it a Paul Feinbaum. We need to hire a hitman so we don't have to pay Jimbo.
Yikes!
You don't remember that?
I probably do, but I tend to put those kinds of things out of my mind. I don't want to think about stuff like that.
That's funny.
Florida State non-con opens up with New Mexico State. They also make a return trip to Alabama. They play Central Arkansas. They got a tough one week 2. I'm sorry. Are they okay? They play week 0 against New Mexico State because they play week 1 on that Monday night against SMU. Couple of noises there. What did y'all's noises mean?
I didn't know that. Okay.
What does yours mean?
That's cool.
Who is it cool for?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Florida State goes to Miami, to Louisville, to Pitt. Yeah, I don't know, man. Who's their quarterback? Ashton Daniels.
Yeah.
What do we know about Ashton Daniels?
Brother of Jaden Daniels.
Is that true?
No.
All right. Ashton Daniels played, he's a journeyman. 2022, appeared in 10 games for Stanford. 2023, started in 10 games for Stanford. Did the same in 24. Started 3 games for Auburn last year. So he is getting into year 5.
It's not really a journeyman. You named 2 schools, didn't you?
Yeah, now he's with his 3rd.
Okay.
There's 3 schools not in college, not enough to be a journeyman? Good God.
I was expecting like a different school every year.
Okay, how about a different school the last 3 years?
Oof.
And he's not going to be there next year.
Yeah.
You pick some weird stuff to call out. Like, there's a lot you can probably call out from what I say, but I feel like the stuff you come at me with is indefensible.
I don't know about indefensible.
I said there was a conference game this year, and you were like, not a conference game, not yet. They hadn't started the season. I mean, that's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life.
Hey, man.
Are you mullying me right now?
Yeah, too easy.
You trolling? Florida State all-time passing leader, the old man, Chris Winkie. Jordan Travis, Chris Ricks. I remember that name. Who is their all-time rushing leader? He was there from 2014 to 2016. And was a solid NFL running back and has a brother that's in an
Dalvin
NFL.
Cook.
Dalvin Cook is correct. Lil Wark Dunn, number 2 on the list.
Shout out.
Anybody receiver-wise? Man, Peter Warwick was awesome in college, and then he got drafted by the Bengals and didn't do much at all in the NFL. But he was an amazing football player. Who won the Heisman when Peter Warwick was in college? Because he could have won at receiver. Let's see. Paul Warfield Trophy, 1999. Who was 99? Vic win a Heisman? Ron Dane rushed for over 1,800 yards over 1,800 yards and 19 touchdowns. Joe Hamilton, Georgia Tech, 2nd place. Mike Vick, 3rd place. Should have been Peter Warwick. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. More to go. Pirate Radio Live. Speaking of journeyman, Marlon Gunn, not a journeyman. J.D. Lampley, not a journeyman.
No.
Have any of y'all read about this rule?
Yes.
Did you hear about this?
Did you hear about this? I'm very confused by it.
I've read what I could find about it.
I'm going to check it out during the break.
I didn't read it all.
That's what I like to hear. We'll be back with you. We'll talk some Pirate football after this timeout.
What's going on here?
The greatest party of all time! It's the best thing that's ever happened to me in my whole life!
Save the date for the biggest party of the football season. Join Pirate Radio on Thursday, September 10th for the annual Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light. It's a night of great music, great friends, and pirate pride as the party returns to the Hilton Greenville and Greenville Boulevard. This year's special guest is ECU legend and Super Bowl champion Linville Joseph. Come welcome Linville back to Greenville, then dance the night away with live music from Trainwreck. Stay tuned to Pirate Radio for your chance to score free tickets to the party of the year, the Pirate Radio Kickoff Party. Brought to you by Greenville Utilities, Jones, Covey & Company, PA, Capital Subaru of Greenville, KDL Construction, New Blue, Patio and Hearth Shop, Orthopedics East, IBC Roofing, and Carolina Eagle Distributors. Party like a pirate with Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Capital Subaru of Greenville is transforming your everyday commute into something a little more extraordinary, and there's never been a better time to drive one home. From the adventure-ready Outback to the sleek and efficient Forester, they got the perfect ride for you. In addition to their great selection of new and used car inventories, the Subaru Service Center is commanded by a team of experts, handpicked for their knowledge, passion, and promise to treat every car as if it's their own. Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive or online at capitalsubaruofgreenville.com.
Bring the taste of New England to your table at Basil's.
Try the crispy clam fritters, fresh Cape Cod chopped salad, classic linguine with clam sauce, or the savory Clams Casino pizza. Every dish is packed with bold coastal flavor and made fresh just for you. Pair it with your favorite beer, wine, or one of Basil's handcrafted cocktails. Eat local, drink local. Basil's on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Pirates supporting pirates.
Hi, I'm Shay Asby.
And I'm Beth Everett.
At NC On Point, experience the thrill of professionally guided quail, chucker, pheasant, and even duck hunts on one of North Carolina's premier hunting preserves. Whether you're a seasoned hunter or headed to the field for the very first time, we can make that day an unforgettable one. Don't have a bird dog? We've got you covered. Our experienced guides hunt with professionally trained bird dogs and a comfortable on-site lodge that lets you unwind after an incredible day in the field.
So gather your friends, book your hunt, and start making memories that last a lifetime. Visit NCOnPoint.com today. Go Pirates!
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, this is State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer right here in Greenville. We can switch your auto and home insurance so you can start saving today. My team and I are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Timothy Sawyer State Farm, it's easy to switch and save. Just give us a call, 493-0002. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Hi, I'm Donovan McNabb, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Overtime Tavern, located at 1011 South Charles Boulevard, right across from Sheetz, is your go-to for all the game day action. Come hungry and leave happy with Philly cheesesteaks, hot dogs, juicy burgers, and wings that bring the heat. Ice-cold drinks, they've got those too. Open daily till midnight, and every Wednesday night, join Clip Brock for sports trivia and test your game day knowledge. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, excited about students coming back and some fun nights at OTs with the regulars and the young bucks. We'll be doing some pick'em sheets and all kinds of fun stuff that comes with football season.
Nice.
I wish Mac was on to discuss this today. A federal judge ruling on Friday changed the game for the 2022 class heading into preseason camp across the country. This is a story by Stephen Ijoey. Stephen Ijoey. U.S. District Court Judge Charlotte N. Sweeney has ordered a class-wide preliminary injunction requiring a blanket waiver for all class of 2022 players who played 4 years, graduated, and saw their eligibility expire this past season. That would include, for ECU, J.D. Lampley, Marlon Guy, and Mr. Long Weekend himself.
Samuel Dankwa.
Samuel Dankwa. Who, if you added those three guys, I'd feel great.
That's Danka. After the BYU loss.
Say it again, Sam. Play it again, Sam.
Trickery bull.
Thank you. Sam Danka, who I beat in the 3-point contest.
Yep.
I'll always have that for myself. The injunction grants immediate fifth-year eligibility to players. Like,
why?
Why? So they're not signed up for class. Are we finally saying school doesn't matter? Because I don't think they're enrolled.
Think of the kids, man. What kind of examples does this set for the kids?
What kids?
The children looking up to them. It's like, oh, he doesn't have to go to school. Why should I go to school? I don't need to read books.
Well, here's why, kid. You're slow, you're fat, and you can't play football.
Okay. Well, kids like me and you need to read our books and whatnot. But like the kids who actually have a shot.
They're like, hell yeah. All right. Now I can go play football and not go to school.
Yeah. Education is important.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. Yeah. It's unclear if players who have signed undrafted free agent contracts, that's crazy. You got a guy practicing with the Packers today.
Yeah. You don't know if you're going to make the 53-man roster? Well, I'm going to go back to college.
Coach LaFleur, I got to be in Greenville Wednesday just in case I don't make your team. NCAA President Charlie Baker released a statement shortly after. Without targeted intervention from Congress, college sports cannot set nationwide rules everyone can play by. And without Congress, failed professionals will continue to use college sports as fallback option, robbing the next class of young athletes of college scholarships. He's thinking about the kids.
Mm-hmm.
It's long past time leaders across college sports call for the immediate passage of the bipartisan Protect College Sports Act, a bill supported by student-athlete leaders, Democrats, Republicans, and NCAA schools from all three divisions. Today's ruling and the chaos they bring to college sports are exactly why it's time to pass this bill. There we go.
So where is this bill at now?
So I remember as a kid watching
just a bill
on Capitol Hill.
Sitting up here on Capitol
So
Hill.
he's probably like on the steps. I remember that part.
Dang, he hasn't even gotten inside yet?
I'm not sure.
This thing ain't never going to pass. Nothing's ever going to get fixed. Let's just blow it up.
Wait, what does that mean?
Blow up the NCAA. Make everything private equity or whatever.
Instructors invested in your success. It's just another.
Hold on, I'm gonna play this real quick. Yeah. So then, what about the basketball tournament? I want to keep that.
Yeah.
You sure gotta climb a lot of steps.
Are you sure we can play this?
I guess not.
Yeah, you do.
I wanted to hear the voice. It was a great singing voice.
I'm just a bill.
Gee, Bill, you certainly have a lot of patience and courage.
Boy, this Protect College Sports Act has a lot of patience and courage. Jamie said, would you even tell anyone nowadays you work for the NCAA? I'd be embarrassed. So what do? Trash collector.
It's like Office Space. What exactly do you do here?
I'm wearing a suit with my NCAA pin. Look, I like the basketball and baseball tournament. Can we keep those and then fix the rest of the stuff?
So are you talking about March Madness or the basketball tournament?
I'm talking about da.
Well, it seems like all these decisions are being made just for football.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about basketball or baseball.
Well,
I'm not talking about fans. I'm talking about the people making these rulings.
That would be insane if we could get these guys back.
Because with the spending, it's still like I'd rather take my chances in the MLB draft or the G League.
I got Brian Bailey's got to ask Coach Harrell, like, would he take those guys back right now? Like, they haven't. Maybe they've been around.
Yeah. I just don't know how that's possible because you already filled out your roster. We're, 5 weeks out from the season? And it's like, you know what?
If you could add an impact guy, why wouldn't you?
But isn't there roster limits?
There's a 55-man roster.
Hey, sorry.
And also, like, this just came about the other day. What have they been doing this summer? Because knowing me, it's like, oh, I didn't get picked up by an NFL team? Yeah, straight into Booze Hound.
I know what they did last summer. Jared, there are some rules. On field, only 11 players from each team are allowed on the field. I'm just reading.
That made me cuss right
I'm
there.
just reading. Division 1 FBS FCS, the 105 a roster cap. Maybe we're not at that. Maybe we leave a little just in case something crazy happens.
Leave a little something on the sides.
But look, if we can get JD Lampley back, I'm telling that kid that's busting his tail at practice, sorry, man.
Hey, we know you put in a lot of work here, and we're really happy. Maybe, hey, stick around, see what happens.
The way you get those water bottles for yourself and teammate, we need a good water boy on this team. Could you stick around? Could you be a manager?
I just don't know how logically it would happen.
I know it does sound really crazy, but the fact that somebody's going to take advantage of this.
And what happened to where it's like the class of 2022, they get to cut? What happened in that time period? That they, I don't get.
Is it something COVID related?
No.
Robert says the ruling applies to basketball and baseball too.
It applies to all college sports, I thought.
Yeah, but they don't really. Nobody cares about that.
Well, I do. I'm thinking about I'm
talking about the people making the rules.
I'm talking about ECU and who they could add to the roster. Do you have to be at one school?
No.
We don't have any basketball guys we could have back.
No.
So it wouldn't matter. Maybe some baseball dudes. Somehow Danny Beal, I feel like, could get one extra year until his arm completely falls off. Man, another day as the world turns in the NCAA. You would take those guys back, though, right? Why are you reluctant? I'm curious.
Well, I really like this running back room. I think it's already a little too crowded as is.
Nah, you can never have too many running backs.
All right. I would take Danka back in a heartbeat. JD Lampley, yeah, maybe. I don't know what we got right now.
Yeah, but you know what you got in those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Some proven Division I football players. I'm gonna reach out to Sam and Marlon and say Marlon posted on social media like, you know where to find me.
Yeah,
I saw JD made a post too.
Yeah, a terrible AI. There's an actual Undertaker picture of him raising up. You didn't have to use AI.
They're making AI under. Oh man, I saw. I hadn't watched wrestling in forever because I don't have the ESPN thing or whatever. As far as the pay-per-views, but I saw Kevin Owens return, and that got a mini pop from me. I like KO.
Yeah, I like KO as well. I saw Chad Gable won the Intercontinental title, celebrated with his family. His family got out of the ring, and then they brought in the mug root beer mascot to celebrate with them. I thought that was just awful. Everything needs to be sponsored nowadays.
Yeah.
They got Wingstop on the steel chair.
Did Logan Paul have any prime matches?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
What was it? Summerfest, as Jeremy Piven called it. Remember that run where they had the awful celebrity host, Bob Barker?
Yeah.
I remember Jeremy Piven was doing a promo with Shawn Michaels and called it Summerfest. WWE Summerfest. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Nate Connor joins us to talk some Vikings, D.H. Conley Vikings football. We got an ECU basketball schedule. Talked about that in hour one. Might give you some basketball thoughts as we talked to Mike Schwartz last week. And more Pirate football. Would you welcome J.D. Lampley, Sam Danka, and Marlon Gunn back? Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, on a Monday after this timeout. The stifling heat of summer, the bitter cold of winter. What do they have in common? The extreme temperatures of both force your home's heating and cooling system to work overtime to keep you comfortable. And that can cost you a lot of money. Fortunately, your neighbors at Greenville Utilities have several ways you can save energy. And that means saving you money on your utility bills. Just go to GUC.com and look for ways to save. That's GUC.com.
Hello, Pirate fans. Jeff Stein coming at you from Brown & Wood Buick GMC, and truck month continues. We've got Sierra 1500, 0% for 5 years. You heard me right, 0%. Sierra 2500 HDs, 4.9 plus $2,000 in purchase allowance. Canyon Elevation, 3.9 for 5 years plus $3,000 purchase allowance. Only at Brown & Wood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. We've got 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty, because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021 for a roof that's built to last and service you can trust. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie! At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates!
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
If you need an appliance fast, head to Appliances Superstore in Greenville. They have the largest selection of in-stock appliances in Eastern North Carolina, including trusted brands like Speed Queen, so you can skip the wait and take home what you need today. Visit their new convenient location at 301 Plaza Drive and discover incredible savings on top brands. Visit their website, appliancessuperstore.com, and click the in-stock menu to shop the exact appliances they have ready today. Appliances Superstore. If it's in your home tomorrow, it's because it's in our store today. Go Pirates!
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $11.99. Plus Wednesdays, all Mexican imports are just $3.49. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas, also just $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Drive a little and save a lot at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They have a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, plus they offer service to all makes and models in the state-of-the-art facility. Drive a little and save a lot with a short trip to Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Highway 264 in Washington and online at WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Not only will we be previewing ECU football,
throughout the month and talking NFL, but also the area high schools. And have Morgan Ehlers here on Fridays, getting you ready for the action. And Nate Connor, excited about Conley football on Pirate Radio. And Nate Connor dropped by earlier today. We had a chat with the D.H. Conley head football coach and previewed their 2026 season. Here is my chat with the coach. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, head coach of the D.H. Conley Vikings, Nate Connor. Nate, good to see you, man. How you doing?
Awesome, man. It's always fun to be here this time of year. It means football's right around the corner. Friday nights on Pirate Radio, we'll be playing, and just excited to be here.
We're 33 days away from ECU, Alabama, which means we're a lot less days away from Conley starting the season. And we talked with Coach Mike Schwartz, basketball, about how the rules of practice have changed over the years, and he's able to get a lot of practice in during the summer with his guys. How about with high school football? What are you able to do team-wise, hands-on, kind of before you get going?
So our stuff really, really kicks off. We're always lifting and running year-round. When we get into the month of May, we're able to get some spring practices going. Now, we still got guys playing spring sports, running track and baseball, and we want them to do that, and we love that. But then everybody else, we're really getting out, and we're starting to lay our base foundation of what we do, putting some plays in. We're able to have a little bit of contact in the spring. So it's kind of our kickoff point. And then we get to go in the summer. Really where it worked out this summer is we had about 2.5 weeks in the month of June. We came back and really had 2 weeks in the month of July. And then we came back. So the days, I think it all worked out to about 5 weeks total we got in the summer. And we can do team activity all summer. We can't have contact,
right.
But we can go out and do team activity, any number of players, and lift weights and run. So we lift, we run, we get on the practice field, work on our stuff. So we've had the opportunity to do a lot of things. So our first day was last Wednesday. But really, we've been doing stuff all summer. It's just the first fall official day.
How are the numbers as far as varsity? Do you have a JV as well?
Yeah, we got numbers? JV and varsity. Our numbers are fantastic. Our guys are doing great. We have, our senior class, the specific numbers where it all shakes out, it's going to be over 20. And then we're right around 120, 125 players in the whole program. We had a huge freshman class last year. We've got another great freshman class this year. So it's there's a lot of young men interested in football at D.H. Conley.
You know how we are, Nate. We love to label teams and players. This guy's a scat back. This guy's a receiving back. For teams, I keep hearing like rebuilding year for Conley, which is crazy to say kind of for a high school.
Yeah.
But I hear kind of young, talented, inexperienced. Is that fair?
I think that's absolutely fair. We had a great football team last year, led by a great senior group. When you look at your quarterback was a senior, you had wide receivers that were seniors in key spots. Your offensive lineman, Ross Chandler, David Richardson, both tackles. Like we've got a returner, we've got in guard and Isaiah Barnes, but both our tackles were seniors last year. On the defensive side, our inside linebacker who made all our calls, Landon Basilano, has graduated. So I think it's new opportunity. We had some great players, but we've had a lot of young men buy into our program, and I'm excited for new opportunities. Sure, they're inexperienced when it comes to varsity game level, but they've been within our program. They've been working extremely hard, and, Samari Cabell was our quarterback for 3 years. He was a sophomore starter at one point. It's just, that's how it rolled through.
Let's talk about the quarterback situation this year. What are you looking at?
We had a great one last year in him, and he's graduated gone on to Johnson C. Smith to play, and we're very excited for him and his future. So now we've got to turn the tables in, and we've got a couple of young men that are young that are doing a fantastic job. I've never had the depth we have at the position we have it right now. All just talented young men between Grady Conway, Michael Flynn, Jack Hager. We've got a new young man in Adam Ford and Hudson Brown. We've got a lot of quarterbacks. It feels like a quarterback room. It was in the past. It was like, hold your breath, nobody get hurt. Who's the next guy in? We got to kind of make it work. We can't run the quarterback sometimes. We can do this. And I really feel good about the depth. And it's going to be fun to go in the scrimmages. We've done some 7-on-7s in the summer. I think they've made tremendous growth through that. And I'm excited to see them against competition and scrimmages to kind of figure it out.
Depth at quarterback's a good thing, but also you can only play one guy at a time. So how are you going to work that?
And that's the challenge, right? Yeah. Every other position, and that position takes rhythm. And and every other position you can kind of sub guys in and out and do things. And you got great guys and great young men in the program, and they all want to play, and they're competitors, and they do. And so you just got to kind of map that out. And we've been doing that. You're giving them all a fair shot. And then it's kind of who's got the hot hand as we go through that, and we'll continue to go. But I kind of feel like Kevin Stefanski and the Cleveland Browns from last year with our quarterback room, how many guys we got that can compete and maybe do it.
I'll play a little favorites here. Jack Hager, his family is almost my second family. Growing up, I was always at his grandparents' house, and his uncle was my best buddy. Still is, and his father I looked at as my older brother. So I'm a big fan of the Hager family. They were good athletes. Daniel and I, his uncle, won the Coaches Award for the undefeated A.G. Cox team. That just meant we showed up to practice and never played in the games. But I know you're high on him. What kind of does he bring to the quarterback position?
What I love about Jack Hager is if I was to go out and play golf and have a Super Bowl team, I got to pick a partner. He'd be my first pick. He's just a winner, I think, at whatever he does. Jack got a lot of great experience last year. He came up on varsity, got some snaps in some playoff games too, and did some great things. It doesn't matter what he did. What he does, I think he just competes. I think he processes the game really well, and then he's got a really strong, talented arm. He's a pitcher in the spring in the baseball team. He's throwing from the mound. He's hitting. He tells me he's this great golfer. I've yet to be on the golf course with him. I have a feeling if I put him on the basketball court, he could light up a couple threes. I just think that's what you want in that position. He's a competitor, and he's a lot of fun to coach.
I'll let you know how he is at fantasy football when he's helping out his dad and uncle later this month. How about the skill positions, Coach? You're talented but young at quarterback. How about running back, receiver?
Yeah, we've got a young man in Deuce King. We had a great running back, 1,000-yard rusher last year, and Elijah Taft, another one gone. But we've got a young man, Deuce King, who took a lot of varsity snaps, played a lot of JV football last year, who works extremely hard. And, man, he's a bowling ball. He's going to be a hard tackle. He works so hard. He's doing a great job. I think we've got a returner in our tight end in Harris Jones, who I think is going to be a really dynamic player, can kind of play receiver, get in the box, block. He's kind of what you want in that tight end position. I think he's got a chance to have a big year. We got a returner in Andy Thomas at wide receiver, who really did some special things on the varsity team all season as a sophomore, who's really coming to his own in his junior year. So, those are some good ones. We've got some guys that are going to kind of work on both sides of the ball a little bit, play a little DB, play a little receiver. Eric Randolph is one. Riker Cox is going to be a senior who played a lot last year. And then we've got a multiple group of guys who really want to catch the ball and are really working hard this summer.
I talked to Will Bland. He said one of his emphasis was beefing up the D-line and said those guys worked out. How about your O-line, D-line in college? The coaches say it's the toughest position to recruit. O-line in high school, you get what you get. Like you hope you get enough corn-fed Conley boys out there. How about your lines, Coach?
I think it's the key to a successful football team. If you're going to be good, it starts at the line of scrimmage, right? You can say that all the time, and I think championship level football's played in that area. Just you doesn't matter what skill position you have. If you can move the lines of scrimmage on either side, it really affects things. So I think Coach is exactly right about that. And I think, we've got guys, we've got an experienced returner in Isaiah Barnes. We've got a young future offensive lineman in Camden Mears coming up. We've got a couple of guys in Logan Baker and Mason Goldberg, who was a starter for us as well last year, playing a lot. So that's our offensive line and some guys. And I feel like we have a lot of depth to where we can rotate a couple guys, where at all these spots, I think there's a lot of guys that have been working. There's not going to be a drop-off. So there's a lot of competition. These guys have been really pushing each other, and they've done a fantastic job.
When you talk about rotate, are you talking about play-to-play or series-to-series?
I think,
how much
it's
pace
always,
do you want?
again, with the offensive line, it's hard to, like a receiver, I can sub a guy, and a guy goes on a deep vertical route. He does something. If the ball misses, we can get him off the field and run the next guy. And it's a little harder to do that in the offensive line, to sub a guy in out, play in, play out, getting the calls, doing that different thing. But you can do it. It's just we don't run them on. They don't like to run on and off as much either, right? So anytime you can conserve that, that matters. That's a benefit of going no huddle, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to run back to the huddle, run there. We all kind of communicate to where they can be right there, always moving to where the ball is. Hopefully forward, not backwards, but that's the key.
How are you feeling about your defense at this point?
You know, defensively, I love how they're working. I think our coaches do a fantastic job. I think we're very dynamic and unique on that side of the ball. Again, size, we're not going to be huge, but I think quickness and diversity in what we do can help us over there. It starts up front. Jameer Williams, as our nose guard, is doing a fantastic year. He's not the biggest guy, but he's quick and tough. With Josh Davis as a senior going in, it's done a fantastic job all 4 years in our program. Just excited for his opportunity to come about this year. Then you look at some guys. We got a young man in Levi Strickland who's been hurt, messed up his knee last year, who's eventually going to be back for us, plus some other young guys that are stepping up, starting on that defensive line to where I feel like we can rotate at that position. It's weird, offensive line, you don't ever do that. Defensive line, to keep them fresh, it might be 1 to 2 plays that next guy's going in.
Is it same rules if the offense subs? Do you get a chance to sub, or is that like?
Yeah, no, they do. They will slow it down and everything else, but it's not quite like what they do in the college where they will go down and stop and do that. I wish we kind of get the boards like we saw in the World Cup to be able to give us a little breathing time sometimes and get a little time on the end. But no, and then you got guys like Harris Jones, who's a very dynamic athlete, is going to help us a little on the defensive line. Some guys playing both ways.
Zach Kaplan showed me the coaches poll results from Friday. I think you guys were 3rd, which says a lot about you and your program, with some question marks this year that the coaches think that highly of you in such a competitive league.
It is a competitive league. That doesn't mean a whole lot to us right now in the sense of nobody's played a game yet. What I do know about our conference is we have some traditionally great programs. So every coach is coming back in the league, which is neat.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen a lot, and every coach in the league's coming back, so you got a little familiarity there. You know that some of the teams last year that played and did a great job, but I think any week in our conference, somebody can be beat. You can win, you can lose, and that's what makes it fun, that it's wide open, I think, a little bit, but you're going to have to play the whole season out. And I think all the teams in our league do a great job in non-conference, really challenging themselves with their schedules. So when it comes time to that week 6 in the season, when we're all playing, or technically week 7 because the bye week is we all have week 6 the same bye week, everybody knows who their team is, has figured that out and done a good job. And so you've got to be ready to play right away.
We'll circle back to Conley. A couple more for you. Man, we had Bryce Weaver on when he committed to ECU, and a mature young man and everything, but then that was years ago. We talked to him after the spring game, and he was like a grown-ass man. And answered every question, thoughtfully, and it was a pleasure to talk to. I know you're proud of, your guys that go on and play football at another level, but keep an eye on him this year. He's going to be a key part to East Carolina.
I think he's a huge part.
Yeah.
We talk about those offensive and defensive lines. He had a great year last year. Unfortunately, he fractured his foot. I think we actually got to go to the game on Thursday night against West Point. I think they ran a fake field goal, and he pulled and kicked. And I don't know if it happened right then, but he was in a lot of pain, so he was out. He was playing really well. I remember he came into the state game early in the year, just really contributed. Bryce, he came actually out to practice this morning, and it's just cool to see him come around and constantly be around and have that relationship with him. We have so many wonderful young men. We always talk about the ECU football program and the guys that we've had the luxury of continuing to watch around here. But there's so many great guys doing so many things in the community. But what's cool about it is I think Bryce, Isaiah Crumpler, Cooper Markham, those guys that are still playing are a reflection of our previous programs that they're still continuing on. So it's really cool to see. And, I think Bryce is doing a great job seeing him in spring practice. I think him and the new O-line coach have really meshed well, but that's a challenge, right? He's had about 4 different O-line coaches, 3 to 4 different O-line coaches in his time, and I think it's...
And 7 to 8 to 9 different guys around him
exactly,
on the line.
And he's been one of the steady points, and I think through all that experience, he's really matured, and I'm excited about this season for him.
How about you? How long have you been at Conley now, Nate?
A while. My first year at Conley as an assistant was the 2010 season.
Man.
Right? And I've been the head coach since 2015 and had the opportunity. I never, thought I'd be here that long in that time, but it's a wonderful place. family has just become that part, and it's a great place to coach. I have support from my administration, and we get to coach football the way we want to, and our boys show up and work hard. It's a lot of fun.
And this might be the best level to coach at now with everything going on in college and the NFL. Have you ever thought of jumping to
You know, you never
level?
know with what opportunities are thrown out at there. Obviously, you want to continue to push and challenge yourself and all that. But I tell you, I'm where my feet are, and I'm very happy and proud of that. And, you know, I think every level has its rewards, and I think it's how you look at it. You know, you're coaching the Super Bowl every week at every level. Maybe that's cliche to say and everything, but, you know, you get to make different impacts in life and be around young men that, you know, what's cool in high school is these young men might not have a career of football forever, but you're having an impact in their life that are going to go on to great things, and you're teaching the game of football to them. It's special, and these boys do a great job of it.
What are your expectations for the team in 2026? What do you want to see from your guys?
You know, I think every week I want to see us go out and leave it on the field, right? Obviously, that's what you want, but I think just a constant level of improvement. I want to see us really challenge ourselves, which we are. I think we play a very challenging non-conference schedule, right? And continue to make that progress. And I think if we can do that and just trust that plan, I think each week we will make progress and give ourselves a chance to compete for a conference championship, because I think our conference is wide open. Are there some great teams in our league this year? Yeah, absolutely. So we're not just looking based off of what those rankings are and everything there. I think we want to really compete and find our identity, and by the time we get some of these young guys and we've played 5 games, we've really got some experience now. Let's go out and give it a shot in conference and see what we can get.
Nate Connor joining us. Braves are kicking butt. That's
hey, man,
a good thing.
I tell you what, it's, you know, everybody wants to be a general manager this time of year. Trust the process. You know, we want that big flashy name. Obviously, it'd be nice to, but they're winning right now.
Nobody thought we'd beat the Dodgers in 2021.
Exactly.
Happened,
you know, I think we did pretty well in the series earlier in the year too, right? You know, so I like the Jarvis guy at shortstop.
Oh yeah.
You know,
he came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, let's continue to do that, and maybe get Acuna to get healthy and stay healthy, and who knows? Austin Riley.
Let's get him going.
Come on.
Yeah.
I believe in you, Austin Riley. Hold it down at the hot corner.
There is Nate Connor. I am not affiliated with any gang, by the way, but we appreciate Nate joining us and breaking it down. As the Vikings, they'll be interesting to follow this year. Can the young talent kind of grow old throughout the season and put them in a spot at the end of the year? Going to be another fun year in the Big Carolina. We'll talk more about that conference coming up. Ryan Bowie on Wednesday's edition of Pirate Radio Live, as we'll talk some South Central football, Aiden Grifton football with Garrett Wingate coming up on Thursday. Let's take a break. We'll come back. I'll ask Jackson, Jarrett, and Wes if they were offered football head coaching jobs at the NFL, college, and high school levels, which one would they accept? When we return, Pirate Radio Live on a Monday. Back with you after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Does this warm weather find you dreaming about weekends on the water? Make it happen with a boat loan from First Flight Credit Union. Whether you're upgrading your fishing boat, cruising with your family, or chasing sunsets, we offer competitive rates, flexible terms, and fast and local decisions, so you can spend less time waiting and more time boating. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, New Bern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary. All local residents are membership eligible. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates.
The days are hot, but the deals are hotter at Russell's in downtown Washington. Rhonda has all summer merchandise 40 to 75% off. Refresh your wardrobe with great savings from casual comfort to the perfect outfit for weddings, vacation, and everything in between. Whether you're dressing to impress or looking to stay cool, Russell's has all the brands, styles, and customer service you deserve. But don't wait. Shop while selection is good and prices are even better at Russell's in downtown Washington, where it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers.
Michaels & Gakwe Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gakwe, and our mission at Michaels & Gakwe is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gakwe are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gakwe Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
The very best bagels in Greenville are at Bagel Man. Bagel Man is open every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If you're on the go, place your order ahead of time online at ncbagelman.com. Start your day with a breakfast sandwich or for lunch. Try a tuna melt, pastrami sandwich, panini, or specialty wrap. And everyone loves Bagel Man's fresh-made desserts and pastries. Bagel Man is where Pirate Nation fuels up for game day or any day. Bagel Man, 1904 Fire Tower Road in Greenville. And stay tuned for the new Bagel Man location opening soon. Go Pirates!
Hi, this is Parker Morgan, sales manager at Morgan Printers in Greenville. We're a full-service, family-owned printing company specializing in superior full-color printing, serving both the commercial and retail markets all across eastern North Carolina. Whether you need personalized marketing and promotional items, posters, business cards, books, magazines, calendars, or invitations, we want to be your print company of choice. Call me anytime to discuss your project needs at 800-962-1972. That's 800-962-1972, or go to morganprinters.com.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Bond. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality. That's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get Shorn. There's still time to soak up summer on North Carolina's Crystal Coast. Book your August getaway through August 31st with the Beaufort Hotel's Summer Sizzler Sale and save 20% off your stay. Wake up to breathtaking waterfront views, explore historic Beaufort, discover the famous wild horses, and enjoy coastal dining at award-winning 34 Degrees North restaurant. Book today at BeaufortHotel.com or call 252-728-3000. Restrictions and blackout dates apply.
This is retired ECU baseball player Charlie Yorgan, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across eastern North Carolina where all residents are membership eligible. Members experience in-person service, competitive savings, and loan rates. Everything from auto, boat, and home loans, First Flight has you covered. Stop by one of our local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Coming up next segment, I hadn't talked to Wes in a while. Catch up with him. Thank you, Wes, for having us running smooth. Got a new board. Jarrett getting used to it. He hates it right now, but you'll get used to it.
We'll see.
You will. I never got used to the last one, so you probably won't.
Well, I got so used to that one.
I hated the last one. I liked our first one. It was kind of a dinosaur, I guess, and it was huge, but I knew where everything was, and
looks like the music beds sound good, and it's like the normal level I've had it at the old board, and then I get a text, can't hear it. It's like,
yeah, you're gonna have to play with it. It's fine. Calm down. You've been on edge today, even more than normal.
I mean, it's Monday. It's gloomy. coming off of, a large weekend.
Large weekend. Well, Jared, I know you'll have a better attitude when you show up tomorrow here to Pirate Radio.
Why is that?
Oh,
yeah, I'm not going to be here.
Son of a Why are you not here tomorrow?
I got a doctor appointment.
About what?
My last checkup on the ankle.
Jeez, this ankle. Good God, man.
I didn't schedule it.
Who said we were talking about people being soft earlier? No, I'm not going to talk about another man's injury. That's not me. I'm not going to do it. How are you feeling, by the way?
Great in the brace. When I take the brace off, it's not the best.
You're walking, but there is a noticeable hitch in the giddy up.
Yeah, we're getting there. Should be back to normal in about a year and a half.
Well, that's good because it wasn't 2 weeks ago where you said this thing's going to hurt forever. So hopefully,
well, it's like when the clouds are out and it's drizzling, raining, it hurts.
You ever heard of a weather knee?
Yeah.
Yeah. My wife has a weather knee. All right. We'll talk to Wes next segment. This guy,
I have no idea.
He's had 8 surgeries.
I got a problem.
We'll talk to Wes right now.
I didn't know I was a moron, but hey.
I like AI Wes more than Wes.
I pay for AI.
I know you do.
There's something strange here.
Do you have the one where somebody was being a little too...
Man, it was just lackadaisical, man.
It was what now?
Lackadaisical.
Uh-huh.
It was in the men's section.
So many great moments.
I'm the idiot.
No, you're not, Wes. You know all of this stuff.
The World Series.
Like James Earl Jones.
No chance in hell.
No chance in hell. All right. We'll talk to Wes in a moment. Jarrett.
Yeah.
I got 3 offers for you on the table.
Oof.
I turned it down.
I'm offering you 15, 10, 5 million.
I turned it down.
To go to a big school in Jacksonville.
I turned it down.
All right. You can be the head coach of an NFL team, unspecified.
All right.
For some reason, they don't even tell you what team it's going to be. They just send it to you in the mail.
Hey.
The head coach at the FBS college football team or the head coach of a high school football team. Which job are you taking?
NFL.
NFL. Why?
Money, and it's the NFL, man. It's where the big boys play.
You want to play with the big boys?
No, at least coach them.
All right. Jackson, how about you?
College.
Oh, why?
I don't know. I don't think I have a good explanation for it.
What's the money situation from NFL? What's the average NFL coach salary?
Let me pull up Google.
I got it. 20 million. Half the league's head coaches earn at least 10 million. Okay. So unless you're one of the really, what's the
Lane Kiffin, Dabo Sweeney, Brian Kelly, Jimbo Fisher,
Bill Belichick,
Mike Norvell.
Okay, so Kirby, Signetti, Lane are making around 13. Ryan Day.
Yeah. Come on.
But Jackson, how you want to deal with the portal and NIL and all that crap?
Yeah, I do. I prefer younger. I would prefer dealing with younger players.
He prefers younger boys.
No,
so
I would prefer dealing with younger players than I would dealing with guys that have actually been there and done that and have an expectation to win all the time. I would rather build a program than...
Yeah. I've always thought about that with the NBA. Like, how much are those NBA guys listening to their coaches? Like, how much does LeBron James listen to a coach during his career?
That's right. The great thing about being a pro coach. You know what to do. hey, I'll draw up a play, but you got it. Take care of it.
But now with college football, with the amount of money these guys are getting paid, like Caden Hauser's making more than Blake Harrell this year, or around the same price. Like, I think that, I mean, clearly the coaches don't have the same amount of control over college football players as they once did.
Yeah.
Now, whether that's a good or bad thing depends on your perspective. All right, Wes. NFL.
I'm going to go high school.
All right, why?
Because you're less likely to get fired.
Yeah, maybe.
Because when you're a high school coach, you're already there in the faculty to teach physical education or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, so why are you going to get fired just because you couldn't win a few games? Look, who's going to fill your place when you're fired?
A winning coach from another school.
They're not going to hire nobody else because the pool is already so low already as it is now.
Well, that's the thing is that, like, once you get that job, you're there for life.
Set.
So what?
I said you'd be set.
Yeah, I would.
I was thinking that too, Wes, because like you, I'm a small town guy,
Yeah.
and I like the hometown feel of high school football.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it would be nice to have those salaries, but so much pressure too in the NFL, college.
Exactly, because just think about it. If you're in NFL and in college, you're getting all this big bukus of money, and what happens when you get fired? You ain't gonna get that money. Not the full amount.
Well, depends on your contract, but yeah, I think I like that lifestyle of the college football or the high school football coach.
I don't know. I feel like high school, if you're not doing a great job, you got to see these folks at the grocery store.
That's true.
Yeah.
In the NFL, dude, I got a mansion. I don't associate with you bottom feeders.
Yeah.
College football would be the best of both worlds. You'd still have that local connection and community building, but also at the same time be making enough money to where I wouldn't have to go grocery shopping. I wouldn't have like a small little town house like a teacher would here or anything like that.
Teacher ain't got no house, man. See the money they make.
That's fair.
What do they got?
Trailers, boxes,
cars,
boxes. All right.
Sometimes classrooms.
Jared, you got to do your, y'all got to meet with the media and everything. You cool with that?
Yeah. I watched so many pro press conferences. You're 2-13. Hey, we're figuring. I think we're finally starting to figure things out here. These guys are idiots, man.
Now that I know what makes everybody mad, I would say that, like, we had a great day of practice today.
Yeah.
That one really gets people pissed off.
You know, we're 1-6, but I really like these guys, and I think we're starting to figure it out. We're starting to gel. You know, this is just year one of a long build.
Y'all don't see what I see. And again, it comes down to wins and losses, but y'all don't see the work these boys put in. And you know, you're on your sofa, and you got your potato chips,
yeah,
and whatever, you know. If you drink beer, you got a beer. If you don't, you got a sweet tea or a lemonade, maybe some Kool-Aid,
milk,
maybe milk. And you're typing on your computer, your HP 1000, about how this guy sucks. This kid is sweating and crying and bleeding every day of practice. We're concerned about the bleeding. We're trying to get that stopped.
I'll try to tear up. This kid touched his ass off, and he's got to do with some guy.
Some guy that ain't never thrown a ball in his life. By the way, I brought something with me today. I want to say congratulations to our 1-8 football team. 3.8 GPA this semester.
That's what really matters.
Getting it done. I'm raising good citizens.
It ain't about the wins and losses. It's about what kind of men we're building at this program. It's like, I mean, we'd like to see some wins too.
Mike P said I would relish screaming at the podium, so maybe I can live on after I'm fired. I'd love to have my own playoffs, or you want a crown 'em moment.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? They are who we thought they were.
We're living it. Mike P, we go to college. They tend to get paid more when they get fired. Jimbo Fisher is my hero. Yeah. Great deal if you can get it. What's Mike Lombardi doing?
Being a bum.
I want to do more fake coach press conferences. Coach, you're under fire a little bit. They're really coming after you online. Do you ignore the noise?
Ignore the noise. What noise? I didn't even know there was noise to ignore. Look, my job is too important. I got too many things coming across my desk. We had a practice today, which was great. Wish y'all could have saw it. But I don't have time to get on Twitter and Instagram.
I'm thinking about videotaping our practice tomorrow so y'all can see how good it is. Man, it was so crisp. Flynn.
Dude, that stuff used to piss me off so much. I'd be on my radio show at WZFB, just be like, why can't we play the damn game on Tuesday or Wednesday then? We're so damn good on those days.
I'd be on this radio show saying when both sides of the ball are the same level of bad, like it's going to be a competitive practice.
How do you remember that, Club?
I remember things, Rajay. We got a guy, Rajay Harris, here. Out for the year.
My God!
Comes back. And just wait. He's going to have his moment in the bowl game against NC State. You just wait.
I didn't know where you were going with that. I didn't know if we were going fifth quarter calls or still coaching.
Colin LaGrange said that Rajay had naked pictures of Mike Houston, or Mike Houston had naked. Yeah, he got us in trouble with Rajay and his family.
Y'all hell.
Yeah. Rajay on social media said, y'all hell. Rajay, I don't want to be hell.
Hey, go flat kite.
I want to be your guy. I don't want to be hell. Y'all hell. Mike P said, if the press pissed me off, I would just act like that sketch, and I think you should leave, where he just slouches down on his phone. I need more Tim Robinson content in my life. All right, we'll see what's up with Wes when we return. Have more for you. Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team, and we buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no-obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting pirates.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bugged
Dang
up.
Burrito on Red Banks Road is rolling the good, combining bold global flavors with chef-driven techniques to create flavor bombs you won't find anywhere else. From their classic jerk chicken to their legendary pork belly, they're serving up fresh tacos, bowls, and burritos that defy the ordinary. Order ahead at order.dankburrito.com or download the Dank Burrito app. Join Dank Burrito Rewards today to start stacking points and earning free food with every bite. Check them out at 108 Red Banks or drop into their flagship Dank Burrito in Morehead City while you're cruising the Crystal Coast. Dank Burrito, stay hungry, stay dank.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
Play it again, sport. Buy, sell, trade. Great deals never felt so good. So good, so good, so good. I
saved a bunch of cash. Buy, sell, trade, using my gear like I never knew I could. Play It Again Sports, buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership.
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Phones, Wi-Fi, or email always acting up? Are you afraid of phishing scams, data breaches, or ransomware attacks? Every minute your systems are down, you're losing money. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
This is Andre Allison, the first receiver to catch 1,000 in ECU history. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. If you're cruising around town or headed out for a weekend adventure, make sure you're riding in something you can count on from Capital Subaru of Greenville. From brand new Subarus with legendary all-wheel drive to quality pre-owned vehicles, Capital Subaru has your back. Stop by today or visit capitalofgreenville.com. Capital Subaru, love what you drive. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Hey, Jarrett.
Yeah.
Jack Man.
Yeah.
Helping us out. And Wesley Hines has joined us inside the First Flight Credit Union studios. Hey, Wes.
Hey, Clipper. How are you, sir?
I am great. And
jack this up a little bit.
Oh, let's jack it up, baby.
Yeah.
All right. Test.
There you go.
Test.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, we got some new stuff going on, and Wesley put it all together for us. And our plates get a little more full, each of our plates, with Shirley leaving. So you're doing some more behind-the-scenes stuff.
Of course.
Audio stuff, so we appreciate you. And you're just supervised. You're not going to be here every day during the show. You're just making sure things. I promise something's going to mess up tomorrow when you're not here. You know that, right?
Of course.
We'll put out the West signal and get you back here. Guys, I said that, man, North Carolina's going to lose that opener to TCU, and then it is going to be an odd atmosphere for their home opener against East Tennessee State. Well, I was wrong.
Yeah.
Because North Carolina is bringing the Chapel Thrill concert series for every home game this year. And they are going to be rocking every week in Kenan Stadium.
The Tar Heels.
First, not a band, not a singer, DJ appearing for September 12th against East Tennessee State. DJ Diesel. Do you know who that is, Wes?
All right, that would be Shaquille
O'Neal.
Mm-hmm.
Good one, Wes.
DJ Diesel firing up the Tar Heel crowd.
Yeah.
At 10 o'clock in the morning.
That's when I like my DJs. October 3rd, Notre Dame, I believe a former Tar Heel football player, Chase Rice.
Yeah. I believe he was on Survivor, too.
October 24th against Syracuse, Eastern North Carolina natives, Parmalee, will be playing. I don't know this band. We'll see if maybe Jackson does, or maybe they're country. I don't know. October 31st, Miami, Neon Trees.
Never heard of them.
Ooh, nobody has heard of Neon Trees. I've heard of this fella, but I have not heard one of his, I'm sure, great songs. November 14th, Louisville, Waka Flocka Flame.
Go hard in the paint.
That's him? Okay. And then a little something for the older crowd. November 28th, NC State 38 Special.
Excitement time!
Now, I've heard of 38 Special. What are their hits, J-Bone? 38 Special. You don't know? You were shaking your head as if you knew them well.
They always pop up on my Apple Music, and I always hit next. Because I'm trying to get to some Alan Jackson, some Keith Whitley.
Understood. Their biggest hit was Second Chance. Oh, so caught up in you, little girl. And then a song that sounds just like that. Hold on loosely, but don't let go. Some good songs.
Okay.
How old are them dudes?
38.
Nah, I'm going to say a little older. They started in 1974. Yikes. All right, 38 Special. Would y'all like a concert series in Dowdy?
No.
Nope.
Pass.
Okay, everybody's passing on it.
You remember last year they had like Ludacris for the Clemson game because they thought that was going to be a big one, and then it ended
Both
up being
teams were awful.
at 9 o'clock in the morning. You got to listen to Ludacris.
Yeah, because they thought it would be prime time or
Yeah.
at least 3:30, right?
Or at least like the late CW game. And nope. It was a nooner.
Mike P. Is this rim shot worthy? You have a rim shot, Jared?
Yeah, let's see.
Will 38 Special be the spread? NC State minus 37.5?
I'll give you that. That's good.
Mike said Shaq doesn't turn down a check.
What'd you say, Chuck?
At halftime, he's going to be selling Epson printers on the concrete. Wes, what you been up to?
Oh, just been getting this stuff set up in the other room, making it sound great because we're in August, right before football season, so we got to make sure everything is sounding right.
There we go. And it is going to be a huge build-up to the season, and we'll be with you, of course, before and after every ECU football game. And again, stay tuned to Instagram, X, Facebook, YouTube. We'll have a lot of content coming out regarding camp as well. Excited about it.
Yes, sir.
Wes, you are not a live and die football fan, but you follow it enough.
Yes.
Blake Carroll will be on the Brian Bailey Show coming up Tuesday at noon. What is your expectations for Pirate football this year?
Let's go with 9-3.
Okay.
Yep.
I like how nonchalantly you say that, like 9-3.
Yep.
Which is certainly doable with this schedule.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully an opportunity to get to 10-3 with a bowl game.
Exactly.
Or if it lines up right, that 9-3 could get us to 10-3 with a championship win, 11-3 with a bowl win.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to start at quarterback?
I have no clue. I have no clue.
It don't matter. You just believe in Blake Carroll.
Yep.
He's going to get it done. All right.
I mean, he's turned the thing around already.
Yeah.
So,
again, the numbers, we follow it day to day, week to week, month to month, season to season, but you look at it on paper, which a lot of these schools are out there doing, and you know, they see a 14-5 record, and they're like, let's hire this dude. 2-0 in bowl games.
mm-hmm.
Get him, bring him here. Just a fantastic record.
And one wish, we can do something other than the Military Bowl.
There's no way they send us there 3 years in a row.
That's ridiculous.
I saw somebody on X had the new college football game, and I guess he played with ECU and got sent to the Military Bowl.
I got that too.
You actually were
so
there?
I kid you not. I literally Caden Hauser got hurt in the game against FAU, so I put in Mike Wright, and we went to the Military Bowl against Pitt.
Probably lost every game after that.
I'm talking about the new game, and secondly,
Yeah.
why would you say that?
I didn't think he was a good quarterback.
We didn't get to see.
I saw him practice.
Look, we had a great practice.
Great practice, a lot of hospital balls.
Who's the quarterback this year, Jarrett?
I've been on the Emory Williams train.
I'm going Mitch Griffiths.
Yeah.
Break the tie, Jackson.
Mitch.
All right. What
Over under 2 ECU quarterbacks play before week 3.
So say that one more time. I'm getting the stocks.
Over under 1.5 ECU quarterbacks play before week 3 in the first 2 games.
Over. Yeah.
Over.
Wow. Okay.
I mean,
that's not a good
I think
thing.
Mitch Griffith starts week 1, but I'm not sure he's starting every game. I mean, not every game, but I think Emory Williams starts the majority of the games.
Okay. All right. I'll take your answer there. Wes, what's for dinner?
Hot dogs.
Damn straight.
What do you like on your dog?
I just want some mustard and chili and onions.
About ketchup.
Hey, I thought he was going to say one thing, just some mustard and chili and onions. That is how I like my dog. Classic.
Yeah.
What'd you say? How about what?
Ketchup.
Ketchup.
Nah.
All right, Wesley.
Yes, sir.
Any final words for our audience today?
Let's get them.
Hey, let's get them. Whatever you're doing in life, well, let's get them.
Yeah.
Attack your job. Well, I was about to say attack your family. Go at them with relentless love.
There you go.
Let's get them. Take a break, come back, get ready to wrap things up on a Monday. Can't wait to hear those stocks from J-Bone after this.
Save the date for the biggest party of the football season. Join Pirate Radio on Thursday, September 10th for the annual Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light. It's a night of great music, great friends, and pirate pride as the party returns to the Hilton Greenville and Greenville Boulevard. This year's special guest is ECU legend and Super Bowl champion Linval Joseph.
What's up, Pirate Nation? It is I, Linval Joseph, and I'm super excited that I will be coming back to Greenville, North Carolina. I wanted to be one of the best events that Greenville has to offer. I'm excited to meet everybody. It's been way too long. Let's go, Pirates. Let's be great. See you soon.
Come welcome Linval back to Greenville, then dance the night away with live music from Trainwreck. Stay tuned to Pirate Radio for your chance to score free tickets to the party of the year, the Pirate Radio Football Kickoff Party, powered by Bud Light, Thursday, September 10th. Party like a pirate with Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Happy 250th birthday, America! It's Lindsey Gray with Carolina Caliber. Let's celebrate freedom and heritage with a little less noise. During IWI's Silent Summer Rebate, purchase a qualifying Tabor 7, Zion 25, Galil H Gen 2, or Zion 15 SPR and receive a free Caliber matching suppressor. Shop online or visit Carolina Caliber. We'll guide you through every step of the suppressor application process in-house. All NFA rules apply. Let freedom ring a little quieter. Visit Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Doug Henry of Greenville is looking for your trade-in and your business. Doug Henry of Greenville is right on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial, and always right on the price and looking to beat every offer out there. Just bring it in and you won't be disappointed. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. And you can always check them out online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Doug Henry, right on the corner and right on the price.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
What's better than exploring downtown Washington? Tasting it. Join a food tour with Forks of Little Washington and discover the local flavor. Stroll the historic waterfront and enjoy delicious bites from some of the town's favorite restaurants and specialty shops. Food tours combine great food, local history, and unforgettable stories into one delicious experience. Whether you're a foodie, a visitor, or a local looking for a new adventure, there's no better way to experience Washington. For pricing and reservations, visit forksoflittlewashington.com. Brought to you by visitwashingtonnc.com. Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids.
On October 9th, it's country music star Brantley Gilbert, along with special guests John Morgan and Jay Webb. For tickets, visit CarolinaCrossroadsAmp.com.
Come celebrate the next big Pirates win at the Rick House. The Rick House is Greenville and Eastern North Carolina's premier American-themed restaurant.
I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager at the Rick House. Come see us for a big city feel right here in Greenville. I guarantee you'll have a great experience.
We feature the very best bourbons around. Our made-from-scratch pastas are to die for, and nobody does steak like the Rick House. We also feature an early dining special from 4 to 6. Come see us at the Rick House, Red Banks Road in Greenville.
This is ECU Hall of Famer Junior Smith, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at the stock market today. The NASDAQ was up 540 points for a total of 25,913. The S&P was up 110 for a total of 7,600. And the Dow was up 693 for a total of 53,178. That's a look at your Wells Fargo Advisors financial report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back into clip.
All right, we don't do this a lot. Let's reward those who stuck with us till the end. Say, oh man, these guys, they're just going to like promote tomorrow's show. They're not going to say anything of substance the last 3 minutes. Wrong. We're going to give you something. We're going to give away a Dang Burrito gift card right now to caller number 1. Who can get in first? 317-1250. 317-1250. Hungry? Get your fix at Dank Burrito in Greenville. Build your perfect burrito, bowl, tacos, or quesadilla with fresh ingredients and bold flavors made just the way you like it. Fast, fresh, and seriously delicious. Dank Burrito, where every bite is downright dank. Stop in today off Greenville Boulevard. All right, trade deadline is, will we have any like last second bombs? 6 o'clock, I believe, is the cutoff. The biggest move of the day came from the Orioles in the division with the Red Sox. They trade catcher Adley Rutschman to Boston. And Red Sox, went on that run before and after the All-Star break and are trying to be a factor in this thing. Braves made a few small moves. We did have a Pirate move. Jeff Hoffman traded to the Twins. Is that right? I haven't seen that yet. I was told that. Jeff Hoffman, who has not had a great year, but the Twins have acquired Jeff Hoffman. So he will try to make the postseason with Minnesota there in the AL Central. So now, how many teams is that for Hoff? Played for the Rockies, Phillies, north of the border in Toronto, and also the Cincinnati Reds. Rockies, Reds, Phillies, Blue Jays, Twins, 2024 All-Star with Philadelphia. And we'll get an opportunity now in Minnesota with the Twins. What's going on?
I picked up the phone.
Yeah.
Wes also picked up the phone.
Yeah.
So we have 2 winners.
All right. Tell Chandler. We'll keep the 2 winners. Chandler can figure it out.
All right.
Hey, look. I said we don't do this often. We are rewarding everybody, apparently. Call. Just kidding. Don't call in again. All right, J-Bone, wrap us up on this Monday. Coming up Tuesday, Pirate Radio Live. We got a lot of baseball topics to hit with Mike Mullis. We'll do that. We'll talk about the college sports 5th year 2022 class rule and more with the Mully Man. Also, Bryce Williams will join us, talk some Pirate football. I was going through some old sound bites today, found his Pro Day interview. I might run that with Bryce and remember that time in his football life.
And we'll talk some Charlotte football on our Appliances Superstore opponent preview with their play-by-play voice, Matt Searad. We'll find out his last name as well, and all about the 49ers. Jackson, appreciate you, man. Thank you. Wes, thank you, sir. J-Bone, great work. We'll see you Wednesday. We'll see the rest of you Tuesday, 3 o'clock, for an all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live. For the crew, I'm Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive